What's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing.
So, I have to say, I like it.
I'm glad you're here, man.
I'm glad I'm here too, man.
I grew up with you.
Yes, you were my father's love child.
Yeah. He always, every time I came over, he used to always, look at this, Yvette.
You sound just like
I know. I used to do it all. I used to piss your sister off.
I know.
All the time. Sarah, give me a cup of tea with lemon. I love that man.
Yeah, that was great. We were actually talking about that the other day.
He was a father. He was a second father to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you were definitely his love child.
Yeah. My mom just keeps denying it to this day.
You know what's funny?
I wasn't even in the same country.
What's funny, we would joke about that, and then when we found that picture of my dad when he was like 13 or something, we're like, holy shit, he looks like Raul.
He does, yeah. I was like, even with I had the fucking fondue and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
What's up, man? You look good, man.
I'm trying. It ain't easy.
You were sloppy for a while.
Yeah, I was, man.
You were like 10 pounds away from being on a reality show.
Yeah, dude, I was 410 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Man. Yeah. And you know what happened is
donuts.
Yeah, that's what happened. But I was having problems breathing. I went to the hospital.
Sleep apnea.
Yes. I was in the middle of Atlantic City, leaving work.
Right. You can adjust that too.
Okay.
This moves. Just
perfect.
The whole thing moves,
awesome.
So you can.
Yeah, but I was having problems breathing. I was about to pass out, and I'm like 20 feet from the door.
Right. You've always had a problem with weight.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
Yeah, like my lightest when I wrestled in high school, I think I was like 190.
Right.
And then.
And you're not particularly tall, man.
No, not.
So 190.
That's a
for
lot,
yeah. We're both about same.
Yeah, I'm 5'5". So
yeah, around there.
So I'm supposed to be 145. Something like 135?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
something ridiculous. Yeah, something like that. Something I'll never be.
Just fucking your diet, just cigarettes and coffee.
Where's my black coffee?
The occasional scone.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, dude, if I pass out right now, I'm in the middle. I'm gonna get rolled. I'm gonna wake up.
Right.
Everything's gonna be off me. You know what I mean? And I'm probably gonna die naked in the street. But so I was like, that's it, man. I'm done.
Right.
I got to do something. So.
No, you don't have any. I'm just.
But no,
I fidget when in the beginning of it. If you ever watched it, I don't know if you've ever. Watched
No, I have.
Okay.
Tommy and everything.
The audio has. This is right now with the camera work and everything. This is probably the best I've done so far.
Yeah,
it's been like a work in progress.
Yeah, no, dude, it takes time, man.
Well, the audio, I had to get a micro amp.
Oh, okay.
Because the mixer is just like fucking cheap as shit.
Yeah.
So I had to patchwork it. So every time I would like pump up the vocals, the microphones.
Yeah.
The recordings would be just shit.
Like too much staticky.
Yeah. So I'd have to tamper them down. If you've watched the earlier videos.
Yeah, it was a little more muffled.
It's all fucking static and muffled.
Yeah.
Because I had to pump it up so you can hear through the headphones.
Yeah.
Because I had the headphones going.
Yeah, it sounds crisp, dude.
It sounds better now. Yeah. Like, if you ever noticed Tom's just going.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm like,
what?
Tom,
what are you
saying? Keep your face near the mic. Take one. Do something.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, Tom?
Well, a lot of guests aren't used to the mic. Even I had Steven Sola. He's a magician. He's a magician. So, on Skyrim. But he's a magician. He's a elf or whatever. He's a magician or a musician.
Yeah.
And even he was just like all over the place on the mic, and I'm like, dude, you do fucking solo work.
Yeah, come on, man.
You're not, when you're at a bar, you're not in the fucking sheet music. Going,
No,
we can't hear you.
What was that? What was that lyric? No,
Mr. Robbins? Is that Mrs. Robbins? What are you saying?
Hold on, let me bring up my notes. No, I've always been into like production and stuff like that, editing.
You gotta have Garfunkel. You forgot Simon.
Where's he at? Yeah. So no, I decided like I gotta clean it up. So I got kids, man.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I keep.
That anyone would sleep with you.
Yeah, I know. I got really lucky. Yeah. Had Well, I'm getting divorced now, but hey.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but
it's like par for the course.
Dude, back in the day when we were kids, like 70-30. Now it's 50-50.
Why can't people just like silently, contemptibly hate each other for like the rest of their lives.
Like our parents did,
and,
right?
Like,
what the hell?
and have like a fake happy relationship towards all the other groups. Why can't people be ladies and gentlemen anymore?
I don't know. It just doesn't happen.
Just be trapped in a soulless relationship.
It's like you just, you shove everything down. You shove it all down until you can't move. Then you wake up one morning and just go, got to do it again.
That's healthy. It's healthy. It's healthy.
It is. That's what my father did.
Stay away from firearms.
I think that's why my dad, exactly. I think that's why my dad yelled so much.
That's how I got it out.
Yeah, exactly.
The man was a sculpture of muscle. Yeah, and I think that was just all, I hate my marriage.
Yeah. That's just how he dealt with it. But
I love that gym he had down there, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He fucking dug that out with a spoon.
Yeah. What's funny is...
The man was pure will and determination.
Exactly. You couldn't tell him he couldn't do anything. And what's funny is...
And he loved everyone.
Oh, he did. He was loud. He was loud when he was happy, loud when he was sad, loud when he was angry. He was just a loud person.
I still remember the story where he got high and ended up in a tree. I still laugh. Every time I feel bad about like something, I want to pick myself up. I just picture your dad up in a tree.
Yeah.
Like, talking to birds or something. Hey, Blue Jay, Robin. Oh, these birds.
Yeah, he was a character. What's funny is when he finally finished everything with the basement, I remember we got champagne, you were there, and we were all like, it's only fitting that Raul gives the speech.
Oh, did I give the speech?
Yeah, and you were like, Jim, you started this when we were really young. We never thought you'd get done. So everyone, hooray, Jim's not dead. I was like, hey, that was totally fitting.
Yeah.
Because my mom... whenever you would do his voice and yell, she really thought it was him, and she'd be like, "Calm down, I'm coming."
Yeah, because we would be in the basement, and I would yell through the wood pines, the wood floor.
Yeah, and she really thought it was you.
I think I ruined that marriage.
Yeah, she was like, you put more stress on him.
That's what it was.
She's like, I can't get away from this guy.
He's always yelling at me every day.
Wait, isn't he supposed to be at work? What the hell is he doing in the basement?
I felt sick. I was sick.
Yeah, and that's another thing, man. I always try to hear his voice. Like, all right, you gotta eat right. You gotta do this. You gotta do that, because you know how he was. He'd yell about everything. So when I wrestled, I'd come home and he'd make me like lift weights and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
run around in a trash bag.
Yeah, exactly. Remember he made Eddie push the truck that had flat tires in the backyard? He's like, you want to join football? You're pushing this truck all the way around the backyard.
How is Eddie?
He's doing good. He's doing good, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
he's doing good.
He's like my oldest friend there. I barely talk to him now. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, he works a lot, man. He's always working, so I barely get to talk to him. So he got a little gigolo goat. Yeah.
Little gigolo.
Yeah. Well, he just shaved all his stuff, man.
What, his head?
Yeah, he shaved his head down, got it really low.
What, he get tired of it?
Yeah, he always pulling it back in a ponytail, so I was like, man, just cut it.
Yeah, just cut it. I had long. That's the thing with long hair. Eventually, you're just like,
just want to get rid of it.
Like, and it's always like that. It's not like you're like contemplating it for weeks.
No, you wake up and you're just like, I gotta get rid of this.
I'm just gonna fucking shave it. I'm done with it.
So that's what he did.
It's very what's the word I'm looking for? Not fleeting. Anyway, yeah, it's very that of the moment. You all of a sudden you look in the mirror and you're just like, I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna shave it down.
Yeah, that's like my beard. I just shaved yesterday.
Right.
Late yesterday. By the end of the week, I'll have a full beard, and it's like, man, I just.
By the end of the day, you'll have. You got that gorilla. They got that gorilla genetics.
Yeah. Like I hit 21 and all my hair left my head, went to my ass and my face. So it's like I'll shave it. In the wintertime, I don't feel like shaving, so I'll let it grow out, and then it gets too much, and I'm like, oh man, this has got to go. You don't think about it, but like you say, you wake up and you're just like,
I see you got an X-Force. I was going to talk to you about anime, because I know you fucking love anime, and One Punch Man is coming up.
Yeah, second season.
Yeah. I wasn't impressed with the trailer.
We'll see what happens.
I heard they switched animation groups.
Yeah. Well, the thing about anime, especially when you see trailers, like sometimes they'll change the actual illustrator. Like it'd be done by someone totally different or a new group of people. They change like the theme songs every year. Like they change everything about them. But we'll see what happens with that. Right now, I'm watching the sub version of Attack on Titan.
I got up to like 6 episodes after that, and I watched 10 episodes of that. I was like, all right, this is good up to 6 episodes, and then it just falls apart.
You have to approach that with your kid mentality of anime. Like, this is amazing, because you know how they are. They're over dramatic.
The first 6 episodes are classic.
Yo, they're great.
And then after that, you're just like, where are they going with this storyline? Yeah. I don't even understand. Yeah. How did they not figure this out before?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like, if this is happening this way, how did no one know this was happening?
The mindless beast is scarier than
the ones
they're being controlled by. You're just like, what? Yeah. How did that even? Why are you the whole even
mindless eater? It's like, it's like a shark on land. They just eat.
That's what I mean.
So that part's like, yo, that's so crazy.
The first 6 episodes are, I'll rewatch those.
They're great.
They're fucking classic.
Yeah,
and then after that, I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like a different fucking show.
Yeah, it is. But
it's like at episode 7, all the writers got together and like, what should we do?
Yeah.
Oh, let's fuck everything else up.
Yeah, and right now
fuck the good stuff.
Exactly.
Let's just completely destroy this anime.
It's like, you know how great shows, the show that did it, regular show, X-Files. They had the main storyline.
Yeah, then they had the side
fillers,
the fillers. Yeah.
At a point in Attack on Titan, there's like
woman gives birth to bad boy.
Yeah, it's like at a point it gets to where like it's going with the main storyline, but there's so much stuff that they're flashing back to or talking about that you're like, hey, come on, let's just get to it. Let's just get to it, man. But yeah, as far as anime, watching that,
like the
My Hero Academia right now, watching.
I think I got a couple episodes.
Yeah, my kids are really big into that.
Right.
What else
like One Punch Man. I think that's coming out April, right? I think April.
Actually,
like the first season is classic. I'll rewatch it. I don't know what's up with Netflix. They don't. It's all. I don't get it either. There's no sub. It's all. There's no dub. It's all.
Yeah, it's all subtitle. If you go
on Hulu, they have
on
it.
Hulu has a great selection of anime. Not to knock Netflix. I like Netflix too.
Right.
Hulu has a great Samurai Champloo, Inuyasha.
Samurai Champloo.
Yo,
I can't get into any other.
No.
I don't know if they're with anime. I like specific things.
Yeah.
Like I tried to get into Naruto, and I was just like, this is dumb. And I tried to get it.
Listen. You have to see. Here's the thing. If you didn't start following that like years ago.
Any little kid shit I don't like.
But here's the thing. As it gets along and farther, because that's one of the longest running, like, there's like 800 episodes or something like that. If you watch that, like when you first start it, you'll actually see it evolve. Okay. Like, it's very kiddish. And even the way it's illustrated, as you go farther and farther, it gets smoother and smoother. Like, it gets more well polished and the storyline gets more in depth, a little more dark. And you got to follow it all the way out. Right. But that's, dude, 800 episodes.
I know.
I don't you know what I mean? And it's like, oh my God, dude, that's a lot to invest.
There's only so much I can masturbate to in the background. You know what I mean?
This is my favorite part.
Naruto! I liked Sword Art Online. I love that.
First season's great.
First season's great.
Yeah.
The Alchemy Brothers. I love that. I love both renditions, the updated one, the old one.
Let me ask you this. Did you watch?
I don't watch movies. Anime movies. That is a trap. I don't get it.
The live version of Death Note. Now,
that's the best done. But
it was good.
That's in a field of terrible adaptations.
Listen.
So that's not. It's like that's a very low ceiling you're bumping up against.
But it goes like with all manga. You got the manga. You have the manga. Yeah. If it does well, it turns into an actual animation.
Yeah.
On TV. That does well. They do a couple like movies, animated movies, and then you would think, all right, we've made it. We're making a live action. We made it. Yeah. We're gonna do it.
Right.
But 95% of the time, it's you're like,
it's not good.
Terrible.
Man. But that Dragon Ball Z one was just like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? This isn't. What is this?
Listen, I tried to tell my friends.
Made it to the theater.
Yeah. It made it to American theaters.
That's what I mean. I was like, this made it to the fucking theaters.
Yeah.
How? Who? What producer saw this and was just like, this is a good idea. Let's bring it out to the theater.
Greenlighted
that really pissed off everyone.
Exactly, pissed off a lot of people. Whoever greenlighted that knew nothing. They were just like, hey,
obviously,
there's T-shirts. The show's hot right now. Greenlight it, but knew nothing about the damn show at all.
Animated to live action right now is at that I compare it to the video game to live action.
Yeah,
if they're in the
exactly.
same boat.
Exactly, yeah.
Everybody's trying super fucking hard to make
Yeah.
something really good that's like MCU
Yeah.
shit, but it's all DC Universe.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I knew you were gonna say something like that because I know how. Yeah, Marvel's just is the big dog when it comes to cinematics and stuff like that.
Well,
like,
I always it's for me it's an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Marvel's on top right now.
Yeah.
DC will be on top, and then Marvel will be down. Yeah. It doesn't always last.
As far as regular television, DC's doing great, regular television wise.
I mean, when DC's up, I'm gonna jab at Marvel fans too. Yeah. I like Marvel more.
Oh yeah, yeah. As when it comes to movies, they're just killing it right now. Shows wise though, like DC's like, have you been watching The Flash, Arrow, any of them?
No. The Arrow, I couldn't get through the first season.
No.
It was every plot line was, you're back. You're Arrow. I hate you, but I want to help you. And every fucking character that every friend or ex love interest was, you're back.
And there's a lot of
You're
them.
Arrow.
There's like a lot of them. Like
you killed my father.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll help you.
Exactly.
Every fucking character. There was no character was just like, fuck you. I'm going to the Bahamas. I can't deal with this.
Yeah, I can't deal with this. I'm out of here. We're all rich, but none of us are gonna get away from the shitty ass city.
Yeah.
Like that part. Yeah, it's like that's ridiculous.
But every character, relationship with the Arrow, it's the same exact relationship. Yeah, it's the same setup too.
Yeah,
I can't believe you're back.
They eventually become a superhero or anti-hero.
I can't believe you're back from. We thought you were dead. Oh my God, you're the Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you did this thing in the past.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm gonna forgive you.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the second season, you find out that things didn't happen the way they perceived it to happen either.
Yeah,
and they just do that to keep the show alive. But I was never a really big Green Arrow fan, comic book wise.
Yeah, I like him more in the animated.
Yeah,
he's surly.
Yeah,
and, he's like
he's funny. You know what I mean?
Surly. He's like a surly, but yet sometimes funny Batman.
Yeah,
Batman's just surly all the time.
That's he's like the poor man's Batman because if you read the comic books, him and Batman do a lot of shit together, man. Like they're almost like a team.
I like Batman better as a character, but I like Green Arrow better as a personality.
As a personality, yeah. Exactly. But that's kind of like they were like almost sidekicks. One of my biggest things, the way they did
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
My father wants to cut your bullet.
Who did that? I love that. I was watching a clip with Chris Tucker. I think it was Sidekicks. What is that movie? What is that series called? The Jackie Chan Chris Tucker one.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. Yeah. I think it was Rush Hour 3 where they're in the dojo, and he's like, "Who are you? I am me."
Me. Yeah. No.
I'm not talking to who.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a little Abbott Costello kind of routine.
But when it comes to the Green Arrow and Batman, listen. I know I'm probably gonna catch shit for this.
Right.
As far as Batmans go, Ben Affleck. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Ben Affleck, comic book wise, did a textbook old Batman perfectly.
He
didn't care as much
versus
Superman versus Batman.
Because in fucking he slept through that fucking. Yeah, he slept through that.
He could have been. He could have not been in that movie.
Yeah, Batman. I guess.
Yeah,
we're still doing this.
Yeah, let me. I was waiting for him
to look at the camera and go, "We're still doing this."
Yeah.
Did anybody else see the last movie?
He's sitting there on his phone. They're fighting. Oh, hold on.
Oh shit. Let me call the big guns.
Exactly. But as far as the Batman versus Superman thing. The way he was portrayed, how he kind of was more cold, was he was taking dudes down, the old
murdering.
Yeah, the old Bruce Wayne
gunning people down.
Old Batman, comic book series.
He was more of a Thomas Wayne than.
He was he was really good in that part. You know what I mean? He did
just
great.
Didn't have him anything to do.
No,
or anything good to do.
No, and the way he was he was training, he was textbook older. Batman in the comic, textbook.
The movie's fucked up Batman.
Well,
they started making him shoot 'em up cowboy.
Yeah.
With a fucking monster truck.
Yeah.
And that's not Batman.
No.
Batman is a creeper. Yeah. Who everyone is always uncomfortable around.
Yeah, he's a ninja.
And
you know what I mean?
He's a ninja that all of a sudden you're like talking, and all of a sudden he's next to you.
Yeah.
And his car isn't a big fucking monster truck that's just rolling shit over.
What happened?
It's sleek and it's quiet and it He's a creeper. Yeah. Batman is a creeper. He is a creeper.
He is a creeper.
He's a weirdo creeper that everyone is uncomfortable around. Yeah. Even the
they should have put the mustache from the Superman on the back.
Yeah. Even the gods are scared of Batman because they're like, this guy is fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I don't want him around my kids.
Like just
that's Batman. He ain't a leader. He's a guy that comes in. You call him, well, you don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And he comes in and goes, Jesus Christ, I gotta fix this for you.
Yeah. Well, that's like if you follow the comic books, when Batman started getting real campy, you know what I mean? Like Adam West and all that shit. Yeah. And they adapted the comic books to be more campy. So he had all these gadgets.
Yeah.
Big machines. Like
the shark spray.
Yeah. Like they put that in the comic book. Like he had a specific scuba diving Batman outfit.
Yeah.
Or like, all kinds of stuff. And if you follow
the unlimited there's a pocket dimension in his fucking in one of his pockets that he can just pull out everything. He's like,
yeah. So the way it got real campy, and the comic books kind of stuck with that for years,
right?
Until like they were like, you know what? Nah, this isn't. We don't want to go in this direction anymore. We're gonna make it like serious. So I forget which series it was. But all that stuff, all this shit where he was going to different planets.
That's when I think McFarlane came in, or was it Jim Lee?
Well, it was a little bit before that, but yeah, when McFarlane came in, it made it more dark. But they were already. I'm thinking
the Dark Knight is when what's his name? What the fuck's his name? Not McFarlane.
Ryan. No, what is his Ryan? Something like that. The guy who did Birds of Prey, like recently.
Yeah, he did Old Man. He did Old Man Batman. Not Old Man. I'm thinking Old Man Logan. Yeah. Old ass Batman.
Yeah, when all them things came to be, like
Grant Morrison. No, not Grant Morrison.
I'm trying to think of what the timeline was. All that shit got erased.
I can't believe it. He's very fucking up his own ass too. I forget his name though.
I can't remember what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah, they actually.
I wish they had a device that I can look at that had like every answer I can.
Oh yeah, like. Well,
they need to invent that.
Yeah, like and just like boom. Okay, there it is. That's everything I need to know. You going through Wiki, like you gotta. I'm a very fact checker kind of person. Yeah. Even through Wiki, I'm like I need a Wiki check for Wiki because like anyone can put basically what they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it gets revised and all that. But yeah, that whole series that they did for years, where he like did all this real weird stuff, very non-Batman stuff. They chalked it up to like I believe it was he was in some kind of chamber where he was hallucinating the whole thing.
Oh, it was a program he set up to keep his skills sharpened.
Yeah, and then like so it totally you're like, oh, so none of that shit ever happened. But like comic books have a way, like I mean they've been around for years, so they got to find ways to re-innovate themselves.
He did the whole thing where he's doing statistics for Gotham. He's like, well, there was this many murders, and it's now less.
Yeah,
it's now less. It's been going down, so I got to keep my skills sharpened. Yeah, I read that. Towards the end,
and it's like totally
because it goes through this whole storyline of I think the Joker does. I forget what the Joker does. He kills something. Alfred dies, I think, in there, and then he comes out of this chamber. It's just all, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, it was kind of like, all right, so none of that mattered. All that's kind of gone. You know what I mean?
Like comics in general just loves to like set shit up and then just.
I mean, look how much for me and you were.
Like
look how much X-Men has changed.
You're like, what? This is like the comics. Like you're reading comics and you're just like, oh yeah, and then like, the writers are behind you, just ready to fucking.
Yeah, just ready to right out from under you. Boom.
Oh, you like that? Man,
that never happened.
They don't even spit on.
It was a dream.
Yeah, they don't even spit on their dick. They just one day you just walk into the comic store and just like, oh, this all this shit. What happened? I was just reading.
Well, that's like how the new X-Men movies. What was it? Not Origins. Which one? Basically, Futures Past. When he at the end of that,
like the fifth Dark Phoenix they're doing.
At Futures Past, when he goes back.
There's other storylines.
Yeah, but
Fox,
right there,
Fox. There's other fucking storylines. It's not just the
Read
Dark
the
Phoenix.
books.
I understand everybody's got a hard on for the Dark Phoenix, but
listen,
you keep fucking it up, so stop it.
Listen,
they're like Fox is like eventually we're gonna make a good movie.
Yeah, we're gonna make a good. We're gonna make money off all these, so we get a big enough budget just to make an.
They don't understand the characters. They've drifted apart.
Yeah, but that's like how it changed. Right now, what they're doing is kind of pissing me off. The movies are getting steamed, so like they're getting like a lot of people are getting behind the movies, and they're revising the comic books to fit the movies now. Like growing up, Magneto's kid was Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
they weren't
kids. Banging each other.
Yeah, right. They were his kids.
It wasn't Game of Thrones over
there.
Now
they totally changed it.
Right.
And she did some kind of spell, some kind of blood magic
spell. She always
spell
does some spell.
That had to, yeah, exactly. So it had to affect her whole family and her bloodline, and it didn't affect Magneto. Okay. So they came up to where, okay, well,
they're gonna be banging.
They're not.
She's gonna be banging him.
Yeah, now he's free game. Like he's
gonna be like a fucking threesome, just incestuous family.
But that's what I mean. Like they keep on changing it, and because like they figure, well, Hollywood, the silver screen, that's where the money is. If we match that and get people into that, then we'll get more people to buy the books. But so much stuff has changed, because of stuff like that. But it's like, all right, here's the storyline. I can see changing the storyline a little bit, making not everyone. That's why I like Death Note, because it's same to the anime, but it's a slightly different.
The movie,
yeah.
Well, not the movie.
The live action movie was good.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the show, it's like the show was good, but
relative to other anime.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to watch the same exact thing that you already watched. You know what I mean? Which I understand that, but you can't totally change someone's storyline.
They whitewashed and blackwashed fucking shit too. Nobody cared. Like nobody cared about the blackwash. Everybody was just like, they whitewashed that character.
Listen,
well, they changed the other character.
They changed everything. The only Asian guy in it was his caretaker. Yeah, for the.
He was like the men's room attendant.
Yeah, but he was like the
only Asian guy handing out towels in the men's room.
So, but I mean, it was good. It was good. A lot of people complained.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't watch.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's the fucking
No, it's not like the greatest anime movie.
No,
like adaptation ever.
That's
made.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's
it made it to
best.
theater.
Don't you ever say an ungodly word about that movie? But God, that was so terrible.
It was terrible. I
told a friend, listen, they just tried too hard, but at the same time, and I don't know how this is fucking possible, they didn't try enough.
I was just about to say that.
They tried so hard, but they didn't try enough. How does that happen?
I don't know.
Like, that was a shit show. But, yeah. I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. Have you seen it?
I heard Shazam was the shit.
Listen, what's really funny is when they decided to make that movie, I was like, I actually like Shazam. I know the storyline for Shazam.
Right.
How when he joined, originally Superman thought he was a Kryptonian.
Right, yeah.
That's how he got to know him. He joined the Justice League and all that. The whole time not lying, but not telling him, hey, I'm a 10-year-old kid.
I'm a 10-year-old
you know what I mean?
Kid. I knew.
Yeah, exactly. I knew the whole time.
Batman's always like, I knew.
I knew.
He's like, I don't think you knew Batman. I think he just says that.
Well, I was at Wayne Man. I mean,
because I'm Batman.
Exactly. I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
I am the Knight.
I love those. How it should have ended.
Yeah.
So when they're in the cafe.
Yeah.
those are the fucking best, man.
But
I love those.
Yeah. So when they came out with that, I was like, yo, I actually like Shazam.
Yeah.
I didn't extensively read, but every now and then, you'll get an origin story, you'll read it, and then mostly when it comes to the Justice League, and I read Justice League, that's where you learn a lot of more. I wouldn't say B characters, but you know what I mean, some more side characters.
The Justice League Unlimited,
and then you want to know, hey, let me know a little more about that.
There's a motherfucker with a T on his face. He's like, who the fuck is that guy?
That's another thing. That's the one thing I will say about Arrow is they brought in a lot of sub characters, that characters you really wouldn't know much about them unless you
I like
saw
the Flash
Justice
more
League
than
stuff.
Arrow.
I love the Flash. Always love the Flash. The big thing about the Flash, this is the one thing. Everything he does affects the DC universe. When he time travels.
Yeah.
He can cause all kinds of shit. That's
I used to hate Cisco I used to be like, dude, you are fucking annoying. When you're right, I like Cisco now.
You know what's funny?
I liked the girl and hated the guy, and now I like the guy and I hate the girl.
You know what's funny is how he makes like funny jokes and
Ice
puns.
Freeze or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm just like,
Killer Frost.
Yeah, I'm just like, now Cisco. I love Cisco.
Cisco's
when it started out, I was like, Jesus Christ, get this guy off the fucking.
See,
show.
they changed it very much though. From the comic book.
I used to be all salty too. He ain't getting that hot girl.
No, right?
He ain't getting that hot girl.
Too awkward.
He is not getting that hot girl.
It's funny you say that though.
He ain't fucking her.
It's funny because his puns, like that, people are like, "Ha ha." I'm like, yo, that is a Raul thing right there. I was like that. I was like, there's
like self-hate.
Yeah,
maybe I like secretly like him. He took my role. I should have fucking. I should have.
There's too much of me in him. I hate this guy.
I should have tried out. He took my role.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I was in the casting.
Yeah, like the names he comes up with.
They sent me out there like you're not Mexican enough. Looking enough.
You know, it's funny. They kind of like they really wanted to stay away from a stereotype because in the comic books, the vibe. You know, the comic books were older. He was actually a gang member, head of a gang member, and he became like, a better guy.
So stereotyping.
So they made it different in this, which was
Orale, Flash.
Let me vibe that for you, Holmes.
Just cooking rice and beans while fucking.
Yeah, right. But yeah, they totally changed that up from that aspect. But I think
Cisco, could you do some science stuff? No, man. I'm fucking making some rice and beans over here.
Read the comic book.
Read the comic book, man. I don't do science.
Yeah, right. Before anyone gets offended, we are both of Spanish
we're both
descent.
Hispanic. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck anyway.
But yeah, so they totally changed that up. But yeah, some of the characters can be annoying, but they do a lot of. I like about the Flash and Arrows. They have a lot of characters that most people, because people be like, "Oh, I love comic books."
Yeah,
Batman, Superman.
Right.
Do you know anyone else? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Give me something. You know what I mean? But them shows bring in a lot of characters that most people don't know about.
Right.
Like a lot of those characters. So that's what I liked about them. How kind of
I would get in an argument with DC, and I would like troll the fuck out of them. They were like, "Yeah, DC's diverse." I go, "Yeah. They got Superman. They got female Superman. They got water Superman. They got alien Superman. Yeah. They got magic Superman.
Don't forget about Cyborg Superman. Actually, that's real. They have Cyborg Superman.
They've got intergalactic cop Superman. They got a lot of Superman. They're way diverse.
Yeah.
And then I would go and Batman.
And Batman, exactly. And the people are like, yeah. Batman.
Yeah.
But there's so much more to it. But that's why I like the shows. But at
Water
the same time,
Superman. Magic Superman.
They're starting to get ridiculous. You know what I'm waiting for? And I think they're kind of hinting at it at the Supergirl, like the Wonder Twins thing.
Right.
The rings and everything.
Yeah.
They're kind of hinting at that. And I'm like, form water and a mop. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Stay away from that.
In the Flash?
No, in Supergirl.
Oh, in I don't watch it.
So
Supergirl's a train wreck. I don't watch that show.
I like Supergirl. It's like it links to other things. That's why I started watching
it.
And the WB, like the CW, whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
It just make it the DC channel now.
Yeah.
Because all they're
gonna move all that
headlines
shit to Warner Brothers app or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's another thing. When they did the whole Teen Titans thing, I want to watch that. I refuse to pay for another streaming company.
Yeah, me too.
I want to watch it, but
my argument with the Disney. I'm like, just put that shit on Hulu. Yeah. You own fucking Hulu.
Yeah.
Put that shit on Hulu. Dude, don't make a fucking separate shit. Just put that shit. Redo Hulu.
Yeah.
And put all that shit on Hulu.
Yeah. Like 85% of TV network is owned by Disney or something like that.
Yeah, it is
like
ridiculous.
it's a high. I don't know if
they
it's
are
that
the
high,
evil
but
mouse.
it's pretty high, man. So it's like, why can't you? I mean, you're getting the money.
My favorite DC show was Legends of Tomorrow. I love that fucking show.
Dude, yes.
But I love that show, and then it just went off the fucking SJW.
It's coming back right now. It's coming back.
It went off the SJW fucking cliff, and I was just like, after the last couple episodes, I was just like, I don't think I like this anymore.
Yeah, they're trying to get back on track with it. They have another season coming, but I think a lot of shows are.
But I love that shit. Dude, that's my favorite fucking DC show.
And here's the thing: they used.
They're going after Randall Savage and all that shit. I was just like, yeah.
I love that they brought Constantine into that.
And Constantine, they brought him in.
Because that comic book's a very dark comic book, really good. And I was like, I wonder how, because the show was good and then it got canceled, man, after one season. The original Constantine
Actually,
show.
I want to take back my answer.
What?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, yeah,
is the fucking shit.
I didn't watch it.
I've watched.
Started already.
Yeah, I've watched 6 episodes, and it is fucking. It is Umbrella Academy ish. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fucking great, bro.
Because that's another thing.
Because you said they had a Constantine like character in there.
Oh, okay.
That came in on one episode. I was just like, that's Constantine. They're fucking stop changing his name. That's Constantine. And they did. It was the guy from fucking Supernatural, the devil. He's an English guy, balding.
Yeah,
he's very sassy
hold
and
on,
surly.
Mark Shepard.
Yeah, Mark Shepard. He did the lawyer in Battleship.
He was also in Fire.
Battlestar Galactica.
He was in. Was it Firefly?
Super underrated
first
actor.
Couple episodes of Firefly.
Yeah.
He's been in.
Yeah, he was
X-Files,
he was in Firefly.
Firefly.
Yeah.
He's been in Doctor Who, which one of my all-time favorite shows.
He used to be one of mine too.
Shut up. We're getting all over the place with this stuff, but
it always goes all over the place.
But yeah, Mark Shepard, he's actually a great drummer.
I love it. Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a musician first,
but
and then went into acting.
He came into the Doom Patrol as a Constantine-esque character with a different name, and I was just like, "That's just call yourself Constantine. Don't
I gotta check it out.
That's a great fucking show.
Yeah, I actually just finished, and I started watching it because
they're saying fuck. They're showing titties.
They're like totally going dark.
As soon as they first showed the first titty, I was like, I don't even care about the writing. I'm just like, this is already the best.
This is my new favorite show. Yeah.
They're saying fuck. Brandon Fraser's in it. He's fucking great.
Oh yeah, he's
the Metal Man
cyborg guy.
He's the Metal Man, the Frankenstein-ish character. Yeah, he's fucking he's great in it also. All the characters are great. Yeah. The Cyborg's not a very good actor.
No.
He's a little wooden.
When are we just going to take...
He's a little robotic.
Yeah. Right. When are we actually going to take the guy who does Cyborg's voice from the animated series?
Booyah!
Exactly. And just put him in the actual Cyborg role.
They just keep ruining Cyborg.
He's bald. Yeah. I mean, he can fit the character. The dude is fit.
Right.
You know what I mean? He could fit the character.
Yeah.
And I think just his voice and seeing it on the screen, it was like, that's Cyborg.
That's the argument of just making Clancy Brown Lex Luthor. Just make Clancy Brown fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's another thing. I forget his name. The dude from 2.5 Men. Not Sheen, but the other guy.
Not the druggie.
Yeah,
not the man whore.
Not the man whore, but the guy who
not the devout Protestant.
No, the other one.
The squirmy guy.
Yeah. The real jittery guy.
Ducky from fucking
exactly, Ducky.
Pretty in Pink.
Well, that's perfect. You put it away because Ducky now is Lex Luthor in the Supergirl series.
He's got no chin,
dude. I just don't see it. I can't.
I don't see it either.
I
don't watch Supergirl.
You don't see it at all.
It's a terrible show.
Like you don't see it. But
yeah, I don't see it.
I just don't.
Literally,
yeah,
I don't find it.
I don't see him as Lex Luthor.
Nah.
And his sister that plays Lena Luthor actually. Like she's nicer. She's kind of like she does some messed up things, but then doesn't.
I haven't watched.
But yeah. I actually like if they would have just kept her and never brought him in, I would have been.
I'm not watching that shit. They did a fucking No Guns episode about fighting people.
You know what's funny? I got a little.
And I'm just like,
I got a little mad about that because I'll put it this way. All right, here we go.
We're fighting international beings.
We're
with our words. I'm like, what?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, I was like, I can't watch this shit.
Yeah. We're segueing into a different territory right now.
I tried to watch Supergirl, like the first couple episodes, and I was just like, I can't watch it. This is just trash.
You want to know what it is? I think it is. We know the storyline.
It's getting canceled too. I heard.
Yeah, like a lot of shows are coming to an end from there.
Well, Arrow needs to. Arrow needed to end after the second season.
He just what's his name? Stephen Amell?
Stephen Amell. I love Stephen. I like Stephen Amell.
Yeah, he was great. Casey Jones.
I
liked him as Casey Jones.
He's a good. I like him.
Yeah. He announced on Facebook that
very personable person. I like.
You know what's crazy is like he gets on Facebook, answers questions, talks to people.
That's what I'm saying.
He
loves it.
Yeah,
he's all about it.
Yeah, he goes to like shows, Comic-Con.
Marvel should get him and put him in something good.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, he'll do all your PR for you, dude. He's out there. He's getting it done, brother.
The first season of Arrow, also, it was so fucking teen diary drama. I was just like, oh my god, I gotta. And I went through it because it was something new.
And you just wanted to see it out.
And I wanted to see it out. I enjoyed the comic book character. And I was just like, let me just see this through. Yeah. And then like the second season, he's on the island. And I was just like, it just doesn't feel like it's getting any better.
My favorite episodes are always with Deathstroke. You know,
yeah, I love Deathstroke.
They were my favorite. And
I like that guy too.
Yeah,
that does Deathstroke.
Yeah, he's an Australian dude. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name. He reminds me of Crossbones. Fucking,
yeah,
he's like
another good character. Too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, Marvel knows how to cast,
yeah,
and they know their characters.
They do. So
DC doesn't.
That's
well, DC movies doesn't. I think DC TV does.
DC TV does okay, but when it comes to the movies, it's like a little. Like
I haven't seen the Titans show.
Neither have I, and I want to see that.
Fuck Batman. I was like, what? What's going on here?
Like, is that supposed to be?
Who's that black girl?
Is that supposed to be
Star-Lord?
Listen,
I mean
Starfire.
That's not Starfire.
Is that supposed to be?
Is that her? Like, is she like doing an illusion?
Yeah, they kind of the way they dressed her. She looks
just
like,
look like a trashy
street hooker. And they only did. I
don't care if she's black. Paint her fucking skin orange.
Yeah, she's like an orange.
She's a fucking orange alien.
Yeah. Beast Boy's not even green.
Yeah.
All the stills I've seen in all the like clips, he's not even green.
Yeah. I heard it was good though. I was
just like, people are saying it's really good.
Yeah. So it's I don't know.
I don't know. When it comes to that, when it comes to Marvel, timelines get erased and changed.
Yeah.
But when it comes to DC, like they have alternate realities or alternate tellings of the story.
Right.
So maybe maybe you need to approach it like it's like
it's not DC.
It's not. It's another company.
Man, you gotta. I know it's DC, but maybe you gotta approach it like it's not DC.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
So pretend like it's nothing like I was looking forward to,
and then you'll be satisfied,
and then you'll enjoy it.
Hey, let's just not call it Teen Titans, and let's just call it.
I know this isn't Batman, but watch it.
Yeah.
Even though you're looking for Batman.
Yeah, exactly. Watch, just keep on watching.
Fuck Batman. I was like,
he's supposed to be Dick Grayson, or is he supposed to be like Jason
Dick.
Todd?
He's a dick.
Yeah, exactly. But because like he could be, I don't know if he's supposed to be Jason Todd, or
I haven't gotten into it.
I don't know.
The fucking trailers just turned me off. But I heard it was good though. So.
Yeah, because I mean, he breaks off from Batman and he kind of like they have a grudge. Then he eventually becomes Nightwing and all that. But I don't know if that's the same, if it's Dick Grayson or one of them.
We're talking a lot of DC.
We are.
You're fucking for some reason. We're like it's all DC.
But
where do you think that Iron Shazam was really good though?
Yeah,
I enjoyed Aquaman. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was okay. But
the character himself,
it was like
Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
I like how they kind of took away the stereotype. The Nazi German poster boy look of him, and they totally changed it.
A blonde guy,
blue eyes,
the white savior.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that they changed that.
They made him all blonde. Yeah, in the comics, he's a blonde hair, blue eyed, and then all the people he rules are just like swarthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
swarthy Hispanics.
Yeah, when you think of aquatic stuff, you think of Islander people. You know what I mean? So I like that.
That's why I prefer Namor.
Yeah,
because Namor's Asian.
Yeah, Asian.
Yeah.
But I like how they did it. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
they're making Aquaman into a Namor.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm the king of Atlantis. Before he was just like a chippy, happy do-gooder.
Yeah, well, out of that whole
and then
series,
Namor came out and was just like,
yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah.
And then everybody in DC was like, that's a great character.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's grow out Aquaman's hair and fucking cut off his hand.
Yeah.
And make him a resentful douchebag that don't like nobody.
Yeah, and he just does his own thing.
And does his own thing.
Yeah. But I actually like Aqualad. Like, when they came out with Aqualad and he was more
Young Justice is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the new season coming out.
I watched it.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch that yet, but
it's good.
Young Justice.
It's not as good. The first season's a fucking classic that I will rewatch all the time.
Well, they're in talks now of making a.
I mean, the second season it's good.
It is good.
It's not a classic.
No,
but it's good enough for me to. I'll watch it again.
The way they did the first season was like, yo, this is really good.
Even when the way they did Beast Boy was just amazing. Yeah. I was like, that's a great fucking end.
Yeah, it was
for
good.
Beast Boy.
It was good. My favorite character. I don't think he came until second season, but
I love Aqualad in that too.
Yo, Aqualad's great, but one of my favorite characters.
I like how he's like a conflicting leader.
Yeah,
doesn't want to do it.
He's like
this is really fucking Robin's team, and I'm just a
He's like, I'm here to do what I got to do, you know. But like he's like not.
He's a very good leader too.
Yeah, he is. Like he can take control. He takes control. Yeah. But he really doesn't want to. You know what I mean? But the Blue Beetle. I don't know if you know the storyline of Blue
Is this
Beetle.
because you're Spanish? Is that
Shut
it?
up. Everyone says that because he has the same name as me, Jaime. Yeah. So Jaime Reyes, awesome.
You're
Blue
so
Beetle,
racist,
check it
man.
out. I know.
You just want your people, and that's it.
Yeah, I gotta look out for my Latin people, man.
There's black fucking Atlanteans.
Listen,
you don't want to support them?
Listen, Jason Momoa's got that taken care of. We're all good, man. But yeah, Jaime Reyes, I like his version of the Blue Beetle compared to, because the original Blue Beetle, like, it has like almost no connection to the Blue Beetle as we know it.
It's corny too. It's like
yeah. It's almost like
yeah. I like this adaptation where it's like an alien fucking suit that's meant to take over
the scarab
worlds.
and all that stuff. Yeah. And his character, what he does, he almost has like
I like his character too.
Yeah, he almost has like an Eddie Brock mentality.
That's what I was about to say.
You know what I mean?
Everybody thinks he's talking to himself.
Yeah, like he's sitting there and like there'll be too many people and he's like,
he'll yell something
5
out.
Targets. No, like you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, what the hell? He's like, calm down, we're not killing anybody.
Is this guy fucking? He's got multi personalities.
Yeah, and they're looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Not knowing that the scarab's talking to him in his head. Yeah, and that's
it is very Venom. Yeah, the way it moves, the way it fucking.
Oh yeah, it's like
the way it changes.
It's pretty cool.
It's like a cross between Cyborg and Venom.
Yeah, put together, which is a very good. Yeah, very good. But
because he'll have the cannon blasters and
swords. He'll have the spikes coming out of his back and all that. But they're talking about making a movie.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, that'd be great. It would be a change. It'd be a big change for everyone.
That's what I want.
Yo, Nathan Fillion. They were in talks with Nathan Fillion about that years ago, and I was like, dude,
I just want like a self-absorbed, fucking,
like I'm a hero. I'm here to save the day.
I'm not here. I'm just here for the glory. I'm not here to fucking.
But everything gets fucked up. Like what I'm trying to do.
I want a Booster Gold movie, and I want a stoic him with his foot on a fucking on a villain. Just for the news pictures.
Doing the captain pose. Yeah.
Just taking pictures.
That would be because they were in talks about that, but I think a Blue Beetle movie would be really good because it will shed light on other characters. Mainstream. You know what I mean?
Blue and Gold, Booster Gold, and fucking Blue Beetle.
I'm telling you, man.
They'd have to bring an older fucking Blue Beetle, not a kid though.
It depends.
Right.
Because Booster Gold is originally from the future.
Yeah.
And he comes back.
He's a fucking janitor.
Yeah.
Steals all that shit.
Steals the shit and comes back. Right. And then he's like, I'm the hero of the future. Yeah.
I saved everything in the future.
Yeah. And then he gets put on missions like Crowd Patrol.
And nobody can like call him out either.
Yeah, because they don't know.
Just like, I'm from the future. Yeah. You don't know shit. I always save shit in the future, but he's just like a janitor.
Yeah, he's a nobody. He stole all that shit. Yeah. Which is pretty. It's funny. I was talking about someone about that. I was like, he's the future. He's the hero of the future. And dude, he's a janitor, brother.
Yeah, he's a fucking. He's just a janitor.
Yeah,
but he's a janitor in a museum that just stole all the cool shit.
Yeah, and the way he talks, like he's very. Nathan Fillion would do a great job.
Oh yeah, he would be a perfect Booster Gold.
So
they're always every time I hear a character like they're always trying to get Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
all the time.
He's great, dude.
And the most he's done so far is be a prisoner in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. It wasn't you couldn't even tell his
voice was changed.
I love Flyer. I love Serenity. That was a good movie.
Serenity. I think that was. I mean, everyone will say this is what we get. This is how we end it.
Yeah.
But at least we got an ending. How many shows have been canceled and never got anything else?
The pilot.
Yo,
I'm a leaf in the wind.
Yeah.
He's fucking.
I forget his name. Damn it.
I wanted to see the Reavers, like a fucking in depth.
Like in depth.
Yeah.
Like everything happened.
They're only spotty throughout the series.
Like it's kind of like they stay away from them. Like don't mess with them. And you're kind of like, yo, what are they about? I want to see that. You know what I mean? But it never got that far. But the what's her name from Deadpool, Gotham? She was the companion.
The
girl.
hooker.
I was trying to be nice about it. She's a companion.
This ain't a nice show.
She's a companion. The one that sleeps with everyone. But she was in that
show.
The whore! My ruling whore.
She's a whore!
But, like, the show all around was great.
She's good, though.
Yeah.
I love that. I like that actress.
Yeah. It was really good. I
didn't like Deadpool 2, though.
I like Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 1 is a fucking classic.
It is a classic.
Deadpool 2 is just like...
I wanted to see them do a Cable
Bishop
inner thing going on, but it didn't happen.
They did a lot.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it was funny. It was good. I'll watch it.
I think they did too much. I think you're doing too much here.
Yeah. So I like the whole X-Force thing, and then like everything with Zeitgeist. And,
yeah, I like the
like,
X-Force. I like Brad Pitt's the invisible guy. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like how they all die.
Yeah.
I wanted them all to die except for that guy, the
Well, he goes back. Remember, he tries to save him. He's like, "I'll never let anything happen to you, Sugar Bear."
Yeah.
He tries to go back for him. Yeah, it was good.
That stuff I like. The stuff with the kid, I was just like, this is, I don't know, this is dragging. I don't want anything to do with it.
That's why I think it would have been better if they went with the storyline with Bishop going back and forth. But they couldn't bring in like the X-Men.
Why not?
X-Men with that. Because of the license. Like back and forth.
It's the same studio.
I know, but at the time that was coming out, like they were in the talks of buying everything and all that shit.
I treat that as a fucking separate universe.
So do I.
And you could do that with Deadpool because he can fucking go.
He breaks the walls,
he breaks
brother.
the wall, so he can go into
at the end. If you watch this special, like the clips after the credits, he goes into the Wolverine movie.
Oh, okay.
Or not the Wolverine Origins movie.
Okay.
He goes in the Origin movie and kills himself, being the Deadpool that they wanted to originally bring.
Right. Oh, kills
him.
Yeah.
And he goes, just cleaning up the timeline.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman's like, what? Like, what's going on here? And they really used Hugh Jackman for that. So they could do it, but just like the whole license thing is going back and forth.
Deadpool 2, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
But when you put it together,
it
doesn't
chick
really,
who played Dominoes.
Really yeah, she's hot. Yeah.
She's super hot. Everyone's bitching.
I like that version too, where it's different, where it's black and then there's
black
a
with white thing, and everyone was bitching about that. I was like, no, dude, I think
no, she played it good.
Yeah, she did. Really
I didn't fuck it. Yeah, she was good on it. But plus, that's like a character. What do you got? You got
when you think of Deadpool,
domino tattoo. What do you got? A domino tattoo?
Yeah. When you think of Deadpool,
those
like
C and D characters. There's not even C and D characters. They're like D edging on. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I don't care. You switch those up. I don't care.
Yeah. The main characters.
All the way down to like maybe C+. I'm just like, keep those characters as they are. Anything below that, really I don't really give a fuck. You want you want to change up a side character? I don't care.
Yeah. Well, that's like.
So speaking of you fucking dumb.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Nice, man. I like how they played the whole basically making this girl out to be Lady Death. But if you watch it, I don't know. You know how like the extra credit clips, some of them actually have significance.
I didn't like that either.
Some of them have significance, and then when they make the new movie, that had nothing to do with it. They made it seem like it did.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean. And how he goes back and he saves his girl. Well, she's not Lady Death anymore, but they kind of.
That's what I mean.
She's Lady Death.
Yeah.
And how that all ties into, that's like everyone's like, when you watch the Avengers, you know, and all that stuff, like you see Thanos' face and you see the scars right here.
Right.
Well, if you follow the comic books, you got that from Wolverine.
Right.
But they don't talk about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they don't talk about the fact that Deadpool and Thanos battle because Thanos is in love with Lady Death. You know, he can't have her, so it's kind of like one of those things I can't.
That's what I didn't like that fucking. I didn't like that storyline in Deadpool. I was just like, I don't know. Yeah, I almost wanted her to just be a background character.
Yeah,
nothing main. Nothing
comes home to where funny things happen.
And then he goes off into
his
adventure. If you want to do that, if you want to make that the storyline, that's fine.
Yeah,
but make that the storyline. I mean, that Deadpool 2 just goes everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and you're just like, by the end of that movie, I watched it in the theater too. By the end of the movie, I was like, what is this even? I didn't even know what the movie was about by the end of it.
Well, basically, they took like the storyline with Fire Fist.
But it was
supposed to be about this. We just got to stop him from doing bad.
Yeah.
But all this crazy shit in between that actually they could have made almost another separate fucking movie.
Right.
With Cable.
That's what I mean.
About something else. And it all goes back to this kid.
Like Deadpool 1 was just linear.
Yeah.
Well, not linear. It was back and forth, but the storyline
was straight. Boom.
Was a simple storyline.
Yeah.
Kill the bad guy, get the girl back. And that was it.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2, it was just like all over the place. And I was just like, I knew something was wrong with the opening credits because it was inconsistent. The opening first like 10 minutes was just all over the place. And I was just like, oh, this is not a good sign.
Yeah.
Because I was bored. I was like, I can't believe I'm bored in the first 10 minutes.
When I watched it for the second time because I mean it's funny. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
But as far as storyline from the first movie to this, it's kind of like, all right, it it's attaching to the first movie, which we know the characters. We like that. As far as the storyline, they could have did something. And they make jokes about lazy writing a lot in that movie.
Really? All right.
And it's kind of like
because they're recycling jokes, and I'm just like, this is. I'm just not.
I actually drew a picture of Deadpool while I was watching it.
Oh, really?
I was kind of like, this is funny, but I was catching certain things. And I go back to what I was doing and everything.
I was bored.
Were you like
bored.
really bored?
I was bored in that movie. I was just like, I can't believe I'm in a Deadpool movie. I'm watching a Deadpool movie, and I'm fucking bored.
Tired, falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not. I have no interest in. I had no interest in that kid. Like, no interest whatsoever.
Yeah.
I didn't really give two shits when he was on there. I didn't like his character. I was just like, I'm not interested in it. And every time they went back to the game, the only thing I liked was him and fucking Brolin. That was the only good stuff. Yeah. Him and Brolin was good stuff. And the X-Force shit was great. The fucking the interviews, the fucking interviews were like fucking great.
I like how they pointed out that Juggernaut.
I'm Shatterstar.
Yeah. I like the fact that they pointed out that Juggernaut is Xavier's brother. They actually pointed that out in that movie.
See, I was just like,
you didn't even catch that.
I didn't even care.
Yeah, because he's like, why do you got that helmet on? My brother, he tries to read my mind. Most people be like, oh.
And then the chick.
If you read the comic books, that's his brother.
They ruined the Nega Teenage Warhead.
Yeah,
I didn't like her in this one. I loved her in the first one.
She was sarcastic.
And this one, I was just like, I don't like your character anymore.
Yeah, you're just kind of there.
You're just kind of, she was just
kind of there.
She was just kind of there. And the first one, I loved her. She was she was
funny.
Yeah, she was
very
funny.
quippy.
Yeah, and this one, she was just like an ancillary character that came in every once in a while and then was thrown away.
Yeah.
Even Colossus was kind of like just.
He was there.
He was just there
to kind of move the storyline, but not really. Yeah, I love when he's in. He's at the academy and like he's in the wheelchair, fucking around.
Yeah,
that was classic.
And the door closes, and he had all the.
That was broken when it fell there. So
and the X-Men characters, X-Men were there just for like.
Where the fuck is everybody?
No, they had a brief shot where he closed the door.
Yeah.
Beast closes the door, and they're all in there having a meeting. Yeah. It
was good.
Yeah, like I said, there's good spots in there. But together, I was just like, I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like they sewed together two storylines.
It's not a terrible movie. I just it's a movie.
Like I'll watch it for the sake of it's part of this franchise.
Right.
I'll watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how you feeling about Endgame, man?
Oh, I'm fucking. Well, we didn't finish off. What are they gonna do with Deadpool? Because the Fox and Marvel. I mean,
everything's settled now.
Everything's settled.
Everything's done.
Ink is dry.
Yeah.
They own that shit.
Yeah. So they can make a.
What are they gonna do with like those fucking? We can talk about Endgame.
Yeah.
We have 3 hours. We can talk about Endgame.
I'll tell you right now, when it comes to that, if they wanted to add, the way the battle happened in the comic book, shit was everywhere. They were fighting all over the place. You know what I mean?
Right. Are we going to Endgame?
Well, let's just talk about one aspect.
What are we doing with that merger?
But
are they going to start X-Men off with the Dark Phoenix?
Here's the thing,
like the fifth fucking Dark Phoenix movie?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know this. They can pretty much
they're gonna OP Quicksilver. Yeah.
Pretty much everything's wrapped up, but they can add post-production stuff. They can add clips that they can put in, maybe a battle somewhere, and you're like, oh shit, that's Deadpool, that's Wolverine.
I got a theory.
That's Colossus.
My theory. I got this theory. This is my theory of how they're going to do it. You know how half people disappeared.
Yes.
You know how that
50% of the.
You know how Hank Pym's old lady has got like fucking powers now for being in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Mutation.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring all them, half the people back, and a quarter of them are gonna be mutated.
I'm kind of on the same line. First of all, before we get any further, I don't like that they made it to where Tony Stark and Banner made Ultron, because in the comic book, Hank Pym, the original, you know what I mean? He made Ultron. But like I said, they changed stuff up.
I think they should have just skipped that whole fucking Age of Ultron and just fucking pushed that down.
Because really, it had no significance to the storyline except for it changed everyone in a way. You know what I mean?
Does it? Doesn't it? But does it have significance to the storyline?
Well, I mean,
is Sokovia a place where it gets reformed from all the havoc and a singular figure takes all the Ultron and makes a metal suit with a green hood and battles for Super.
Don't start that. Don't do that.
That's what it is. That is what it is. Doom is coming.
Yeah, right. I don't know, dude.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Sokovia is going to be a defunct country, and a man will rise from the ashes.
That'd be Doom.
That's not Baron Zemo. And he's going to collect Ultron technology, create a fucking metal suit, and he is going to rule over.
Well, what is he going to be all fucked up from? What do you think? Just the war that happened there?
Yeah, the war that happened there fucked him up. So,
yeah, I mean, hey, get him on the phone, man. You got something there.
That's what I'm. No, I think they already know.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Why is it Sokovia? That's a Eastern European.
I'll put it this
way. Dr.
Doom
Doom fucking
name it. They could do it that way. Because they've taken stuff.
Sokovia no longer exists. This is Doom country. They should have had Mad Mikkelsen play fucking Doom. They wasted him in Doctor Strange.
Listen.
He was the perfect fucking Doom.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Maybe they'll bring him back because
good.
They can fucking fuck up his face.
Yeah, and just have him. The dude who played the Red Skull wasn't Hugo Weaving this time.
Yeah, he did an amazing job.
Yeah, he did. I forget his name.
Yeah, when Red Skull came up on the screen, I was like, Red Skull's in this shit. They got everybody in this motherfucker.
Yeah, they did. But yeah,
I saw that twice in the theater.
Did you?
Infinity War. That was a great fuking movie.
I watched it a couple times. I'll tell you right now. When
I watched it like twice. I watched it twice in the theater. And I fucking stole like 100 times online.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple times on Netflix.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good movie.
Flick, man.
Rabbit.
Listen.
Rabbit and Tree.
I'll put it this way. At the end, we all knew.
How did they make that movie?
Listen, we all knew that a lot of shit was going to go down. People were getting wiped out. We all knew that. But I like how they like kind of did it, and you saw how they did it.
It was surprising. They went there. You didn't think they were. You thought, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, well, one of these guys is fucking going.
Yeah, the way they did it was really good.
And it's going to be either Captain America or Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, if you noticed
I'm thinking
the original most original Avengers survived.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Because they're all going to die.
Yeah, but
I have my theory on Endgame. What's going to happen? It's a comic book classic trope.
Oh yeah,
right.
What's that? Real quick though, when I watched that for like the second time,
Infinity War?
Infinity War with my kid.
Okay.
Like right when it was about to happen, I like sat up. I'm like, all right, I got to be here for my son. He's about to be like emotionally scarred right now.
Optimus Prime dies.
Yo,
scarred.
He was like, oh man, and he was fine. He was like, no. Yo, the minute Peter Parker starts, my son's face was just like, even though he's a kid, you could see in his head, he was like, what the fuck? What is going on? Yeah. And then he looked at me, he's like,
one will rise, one will fall.
But he looked at me like,
Did you start playing You Got the Touch in the background? just put a cherry on top of your childhood tragedy?
Yeah.
It's like, I had to go through this too, son.
You're now a man.
You're now a man. You got the touch.
But he looked at me like, and he was like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? He's like, they can't do that. They can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then when it ends, goes to black. He got up out the room and walked away.
How old is he?
He's gonna be 10.
Okay.
And my daughter's 11, about to be 12. And they're big into comic books.
Right.
They're big into anime and all
That's
that.
good that you're letting him.
Yeah.
I don't like the argument of parents just fucking bubble. You gotta have kids gotta feel.
Let me tell you something.
They gotta cry.
When me and you grew up,
they gotta cry and laugh.
Yeah, we were subject to 10 times worse. Than kids are.
I watched fucking RoboCop when I was fucking 8.
I was talking to my best friend. That right there, exactly. We were young. That movie right there is one of those movies that you see and you're like, I'm not supposed to be watching.
But you are.
But you are.
In your best friend's basement.
Exactly.
On a fucking tape.
And then you walk home and you're like,
What is this magic right here?
You walk home and
this is the greatest movie ever.
Ever, yeah. And you're like, nothing tops it for the longest. And you just walk home. Yo, you know what's great about that? The main, evil villain of that gang is Red Foreman from that 70s.
Yeah.
Red.
Dick Jones. Talk to Dick Jones.
But, you look back and I'm like, yo, Red Foreman was fucking shit up. Dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, you walk away from that. And you're
Dick Jones, he works for. Okay.
Dude, that movie, yeah. And then you're like, yo, there's a whole new, like, not that kids should be subject to something so violent at a young age, but my kids, like, will watch certain anime, and, like, anime can be violent.
Let them go over to their friend's house and watch a fucking shit. Don't.
Yeah, so that's
let them. That's
blame free.
Blame it on society. Blame it on their terrible friends. That's your terrible friends. Cool, yeah, you gotta watch that.
Yeah. No, that's like the whole link between violence and cartoons and movies. I don't really buy into that.
They don't let kids cry.
No,
I'm like, you gotta let them cry.
Let your kids feel emotion because they keep it bottled up. Yeah, then they do go killing people.
Yeah,
you know
then they start hitting people and don't understand why.
Yeah, but
you gotta let them cry. You gotta let them see death and cry.
Yeah,
you can't just fucking.
Not everything's like cotton candy.
It's
and
all
rainbows.
cotton candy with a baby as a fucking son.
Yeah,
all the
you can't
time.
do that. No, that's like me and you growing up. I mean, we've RoboCop. I mean,
Terminator.
Yeah, we were around
all those '80s action.
Yeah,
the heroes just fucking girls and killing guys.
And then like we played video games. Like I remember sitting in your living room when PlayStation first came out, and we would marathon Tekken.
Oh yeah,
all day long.
Yeah,
we didn't go out on the street and try to friggin' like power bomb people. You know what I mean?
I'm not doing fucking. I'm not out in the street doing this.
Law, and we were subject to guns. How many times did we shoot my dad's guns? You know what I mean?
The 20. Like
yeah.
I used to shoot my dad's 22.
Yeah, like we never did anything bad, and we were around all that stuff all the time. So I don't buy into that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't buy into it.
You know what I mean? Kids get,
I think there's just bad people.
Listen,
and that's it.
There's
inherently
evil is evil.
Just the chemical. Something's wrong chemically with them.
Listen, I'm not a biblical person. I'm not a Christian person.
Weird.
I'm not into any of that.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know, right? Like
you're going to hell, Jimmy.
You waxed with the devil.
Now give me a cup of tea and lemon.
Exactly. I used to hear that all the time. Anytime I laughed at something like maybe a little dark, you're like, you're waxed with the devil, boy.
Yeah, waxed with the devil.
Before you go out of the house, let me read the scripture to you.
Can you get some of that Wawa while you're yeah.
But that's
if you going to Wawa.
But that's like I'm more of a matter of fact guy. I have my faith in science. Right. You know, the progression of humans. You know, I'm into that.
Yeah.
But it's you people are going to do evil. If you look at it scientifically, like, you know, the bigger cavemen were killing the littler cavemen. If you look in the Bible, you know, Cain and Abel, like evil is evil no matter what. And it's not like an entity of evil. It's just some people are wired wrong, man.
Yeah.
So that's when like the whole video game and violence. No, a violent kid is going to be violent if you keep him home and let him watch Barney all day long.
Yeah.
If he's violent, he is violent.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the way it is. But like, and then they want to take.
That's just
like in Germany. They're
trying to expel like energy. That's just energy.
Yeah, they're trying. You know,
and if they don't understand,
put your kid in wrestling. Put your kid in football. Yeah. Let him get it out. You know what I mean?
Or if they don't stand the consequence of that energy, they're gonna hurt somebody.
But that's another thing. A lot of people they'll blame the TV and video games, but you're literally letting the TV raise your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the biggest problems. Is you're like, all right. Go watch some TV. Go play a game. But you're not monitoring what a kid plays or what a kid's watching. But then when something happens, right away you want to blame them outlets.
Know, right?
And it's like, okay, where did you see that? At home?
Right.
Who lives at home? Well, my whole family. So you're there with your child? Well, yeah. Okay, it's your fault then. You know what I mean? It is the way it is. And then like in Germany,
some parents don't want to admit they got asshole kids too.
No, listen,
your kid's an asshole. You know what I mean?
I had to go to my kid's school.
If kid's like bad, you're like your kid's an asshole.
Yeah,
that's not. You know, I know you love your kid, but nobody else loves your kid.
And I'll tell you right now, my dad was quick to tell us that we're being assholes. Like, don't be like that. And that's how I'm with my kids. Like, if my kid comes home and says this happened, I go, okay, let's just talk about what happened. Okay. All right, well, that wasn't right if they did that. But be honest with me. What did you do? You know what I mean?
Right.
Not that I'm blaming you, but what did you do? Were you being this way? And I make my kids sit there and think, well, this is what happened. Okay, well, you see how they could have took that the wrong way? You know what I mean?
We veered off real.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, it's
we went from Marvel to Dr. Phil.
Yeah. But that's like
your kid's an asshole. Your kid's an asshole.
But yeah. So, like, violence is going to be there regardless.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's got it in them, but some people... You know,
some people are more...
You know what I mean?
Than others.
Chemical imbalances are a bitch, dude. Let me tell you something. They are.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's why I hate the whole gun thing.
Right.
Oh, whenever like
that's why I don't like Supergirl.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna fight aliens with friendship bracelets.
Friendship bracelets, yeah. But the whole thing, like, all right, well, they were chemically imbalanced.
Right.
Okay. Possibly.
Yeah.
All right. That's why we have to ban guns from everyone. No, law-abiding citizens deserve to have guns.
That's how you get rid of drunk drivers, though. You don't let anybody drive.
No one's going to drive.
No one's
horse
gonna
and
drive.
buggy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until enough horse and buggy accidents happen, then we're not going to have them. Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's ridiculous because people are going to be violent. Evil is evil. England. Do you know how hard it is to get a gun in England? Okay, you can only have double. I think not even pump action. Yeah. Only double barrels.
It's hard to get a knife now in England too.
That's what I mean.
Because knife attacks are fucking out of control.
Out of control. Okay, so now it's a whole knife thing. Okay,
right.
You take knives away. What are they going to use next? Baseball bats. Well, you outlaw baseball bats. What are they going to use? Their hands.
Well, no. It's when you take away guns, everybody's equal now. Especially the 200-pound men's raping women.
Yeah.
Because they're physically equal. You know.
Don't get me started.
Because there's no gender. Right. There's no gender.
No, listen. Don't start with that shit.
People yelling no gender.
All right, I'm going to start by saying
in a woman's march.
Listen, but it's a woman's march. I'll put it this way: I have transgender friends. I have gay friends. Right. You know what I mean? Lesbian friends. I'm friends. I got friends across the board.
Right. I know of people.
Yeah.
I've hung out with people. I've hung out with all kinds of people.
I put it this way:
in all kinds of places.
I break it down to me and you.
Right.
As much shit as you get with some of the shit you post, people that don't know you personally don't realize, and just by looking at me, I get stereotyped as he's tattoo, shaved head, like this redneck. I am furthest from a redneck as they're gonna be. Right. I'm not bilingual, but I speak Spanish. You know what I mean? Like I'm the furthest thing from someone like that. It's upstairs, brother.
On biblioteca.
But
biblioteca.
I'll put it this way. You and me, very diverse people. We've been places. Right. You know what I mean?
I grew up with diverse people.
You know what I mean? You've traveled, okay? I've traveled a little bit. Like, we're diverse people.
Right.
So when I get into this, like
I've lived in fucking ghettos. Yeah. I lived in black neighborhoods. I've worked in black neighborhoods.
That's what I mean. We're very diverse.
I'm not afraid to work. I'm not afraid to go through there.
No, it's people who
during the day.
I'll put it this primarily white people who don't know areas.
I've traveled through Eastern Europe. I've been to Russia.
Yeah. Primarily white people who are I wouldn't say racist, but are very stereotypical. They're afraid of situations.
I like to troll a lot too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Some people don't know you like that.
I like to troll and exaggerate.
Yeah,
just to get the conversation going.
And then you get your points out there, and then it's kind of like, all right, you're a dick, but you have the numbers, so I'm not gonna fuck with you.
There's a whole comment stream of people talking.
Yeah,
at least
I think I opened it this morning. You had 80 comments. I was like, I woke up and I was like,
people call me assholes, but they're talking. They're talking to each other.
I'm like,
the conversation is being had.
Yeah, I'm like,
I already posted. I posted an apology.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like, as a penance, everyone go to their closest black neighborhood and take pictures of all that diversity and inclusion that they keep screaming about,
like the markets and stuff like that.
Screaming about everyone else about.
But that's
which is true.
Well, it is
absolutely true. When I was growing up, black people hung out with black people. There was a couple that hung out with us.
Yeah,
but black people hung out with black people.
Yeah,
and my friends, I had your brother who's half Irish, half Puerto Rican. Yeah. I had J.R. Augustine, who was Indian and Asian. I don't know what the fuck he was.
Yeah, he was Filipino.
Oh, was he Filipino? Yeah, I don't know. I never asked him.
Yeah.
I never really asked him.
No, it didn't matter to us.
Yeah, he was just my friend. Yeah. I had a German and an English kid.
Ray
and Jeff.
Yeah,
right?
Jeff Selwood,
So in my group, I had 4 different motherfuckers from 4 different cultures.
Yeah.
And then I have like black people yelling at me that I'm racist, and I go to your fucking neighborhood. Your neighborhood doesn't have any diversity. It's all black people. You don't have any other. You don't hang out with any other people.
Yeah, it depends on where you're from, but
I just hate the lies and the contradiction. I'm just like, you're not diverse.
I mean, no pun intended. I like to be very black and white with the situation, and these are the facts, these are the numbers, and this is what it is. You know what I mean?
I used to hang out with Willie Linder and Jose.
Yeah, Willie. Yeah,
and Jose is like fresh off the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I didn't understand what word he was saying.
Yeah, you know.
But he was a big motherfucker, so I never asked twice.
I love Jose. He's great.
Yeah, I love Jose too. He's got the hottest wife, bro. I was like, dude, gorgeous, you did fucking good, bro. Yeah, you did good. Good for you. You know, you got that shit pregnant quick.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trapping her. She thinks she's trapping me. I'm trapping her.
Yeah, we don't know the game I'm playing.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. We were very diverse. So, but when people hear us say something, they're like, you don't know. No, I do know.
No, actually, I did know.
Yeah, I do know.
You know what growing up there.
Yeah, and that's like, I'll put it this way. Ed.
Yeah.
People can't tell we're brothers.
Yeah.
I kind of take more after my dad. Like I'm very white. Right. My skin is pale.
Well, Ed's more like me. It was more swarthy.
Yeah, like you can tell you guys.
We're greasy.
You guys, I can tell you're Hispanic.
We're greasy.
Yeah. Watch out for that guy. He's greasy. But
racists only hang out with me in the winter.
Yeah,
time.
Right. Exactly.
As soon as summer comes along, there's oh my god, you're fucking dark.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's funny. It's like Eddie. Remember how he used to have a fro? How curly he used to have a fro. He looked like he was part of Jackson 5. We were driving down the street early morning, and we get pulled over. I'm sitting there. At the time I had my long hair.
Right.
Sitting there. Ed's hair's froed. It's summertime. He's got a dark tan.
Yeah.
And like I've seen racism. We got pulled over because they're like, there's a Hispanic guy and a white guy in a car. That's not supposed to happen.
This is a drug deal.
Exactly. And like I've experienced, like people look at me, oh, you've never experienced racism. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have too.
I have all around.
I've been called a spick.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh, so have I. Like if I speak Spanish to someone,
right?
Okay, and someone's like, "There, I speak English." You spick. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? You know, but it's like. I've seen it, so like when I see your posts, I'm like, you're a bit rough, Rob. But
I have to be because of people just go right by it.
Yeah, I'm like,
they won't read it.
You're a bit rough, bro. But like,
they're reading it though.
I agree. Yeah, they are. I mean, I woke up this morning and saw the comments. I'm like, I gotta go to his house and all this shit's happening. But no, it's. I tried to
YouTube together.
Yeah, right. I try to approach everything.
I hope he takes down all the swastikas before we start talking.
Oh my god. No. But I try to approach everything. One of the biggest problems I think is I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm in the middle. Right. Personally, less government to me is better government.
I'm a libertarian.
Yeah. Like less government to me is better. They got their hands in everything as it is. You know what I mean? But I feel there's no more people in them. There's no more normal people. The right is so far right, the left is so far left.
Oh, yeah.
And I try to take a little bit from both sides.
It's weird that libertarian and classical liberal are now in the center. It's a weird fucking...
Yeah.
I get the Pokemon face whenever I tell people I campaigned for Obama.
Yeah, they're like, what?
What?
Well, that's what I mean. So did I. But like at the end
I went door to door.
Did you?
Yeah, I handed out pamphlets. I was a community organizer. Well, when he came along, I was just like, this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
This is the change.
This is it. Because I voted for Bush, and I was just like, he's the fucking worst president. Yeah. Worst fucking president I ever in my lifetime.
Yep, me too.
And then Obama came along, and I was just like, this is it. This is it. I'm crying when him and Michelle are dancing in like inauguration. Great. I was just like,
everyone woke up next morning.
I'm just like, this is it.
Everyone woke up that next morning and just took it. It's good.
Like if future me would have came at that moment.
Beat the shit out of you.
No, and would have told you, dude, in like 2 years, you're going to be like, fuck Obama. You're like, you're fucking, you're drunk.
Yeah.
I'm fucking clowning.
Get out of here, you racist.
You're drunk. Future spiritual apparition me.
Yeah, but.
He's like, no, in like 2 years, in 10 years. I don't know.
That whole situation, because I was for Obama, man. But all this changed. Nothing changed, brother. Nothing happened.
He rolled the previous administration and his.
I mean, I'll put it this way.
While having the House and the Senate.
Yeah.
He had the House and the Senate in his first 2 years, and he took all of George Bush's bullshit and rolled it. And I was just like, dude, you had a whole campaign. I mean, you got my vote from. And I don't want to get into politics,
but I'll put it this way though, with that whole subject, like. Granted,
I
he
talk
had
politics
a lot.
Way too much. The old lady fucking complained.
He had a lot of shit to deal with, and some good things he was trying to do. He kept on getting like they kept on just fighting him on certain things.
His first 2 years, he had a fucking clear road.
Well,
it was a fucking clear road. He had the House, and it was Democrat
House.
House.
After that,
it was a Democrat Senate, and he had a Democrat
a
majority. Well, it was a split Supreme Court, and the swing was a moderate Republican who always voted on the Democrat side.
Yeah.
So the notion that he didn't have that he was always obstruct. He wasn't obstructing when he was fucking bombing everyone.
No,
he wasn't. They didn't fucking tell him. He didn't obstruct.
I'm very much against.
He got a fucking Nobel Prize, and he dropped 27,000 fucking bombs and opened up 7 new wars.
Yeah,
and he fucking destroyed Libya. Slavery's back in Libya.
Oh yeah,
that's why I had that argument with the one guy about. I was like, oh yeah, you're good. Slavery's good enough for you to use against weak people, but it's not. It's not good enough for you to actually go over there and actually fucking do something about it. You're all talk and air conditioning.
Keyboard warriors, bro.
Yeah, and you want to talk and you want to use it. You want to use it on people.
Yeah.
You want to be like, well, my people were enslaved like 200 years ago. Well, yeah, well, your people are being enslaved right now. What are you going to do about it? It's happening today.
Yeah.
I don't care about.
Well, a lot of people see that's another thing. A lot of people.
But they don't mention it. They don't say it.
Well, a lot of people.
They love to use it.
Yeah.
They love to use 200 years ago.
Asian people, Hispanic people, Black people. There is slavery to those demographics.
Every group of people have been through
overseas
shit.
Still to this day, though. Like the Philippines, man. There's a lot of more of indentured, not so much slave, but more of indentured servants in the Philippines. Like, it's ridiculous, okay?
Right.
I'll tell you right now, like, it's happening still to this day, but if it doesn't happen on the other side of the street across from your house, no one's willing to do anything.
No, my problem is, in the Black community anyway, specifically, is they act like they're the only ones that have ever been through shit, and they don't practice what they preach.
I understand that, but I also understand that it's the most recent here that it happened. So I understand people speaking out against it and all that stuff.
I understand that. It happened a long time ago. You got immigrants that come here, and they still act like
came here and did what she had to do, you know?
And they have immigrants that come here from fucking like horrible places.
Yeah.
And they will still act like that to those people.
Yeah.
So they're selfish, to be honest with you. And they need to stop. It needs to stop. They need to.
I see what you're saying.
Everything has to even out. We all have to be equal. You can't be lording over every time something happens. You're using something that you never been through to people who have nothing to do with it.
I understand that. Yes, and like the whole disenfranchised thing.
Right now, right now they're up here looking down, going, "Yeah, well, this has happened." Even it out. Yeah. Everyone's equal.
No, I agree with that. See, this is where me and you have some of the same beliefs and some slightly different. Like this
is going to get a copyright. This is going to be a YouTube strike.
Like the whole disenfranchised thing, I believe in to a certain
degree. And it's just excuse. It's just excuse after excuse.
Well, I believe it to a certain degree, but some things it's like no, you need to get past that. Like when people say white privilege. Does it exist how people are using it? No.
No. It's economic. In this country, it's economic privilege.
Yeah, I'll put it this way.
And it don't matter what race you are.
No, I'll put it this way. Do I believe in white privilege exists? Yes, but I believe white people, like, they take too much offense to it, but I also believe minorities use it too much in the wrong way. Well, like, I'll put it this way.
Right.
If I say someone has white privilege,
right.
I don't mean that you didn't grow up poor. I don't mean that you didn't have struggles. I don't mean that you didn't come from a hard place. What I mean is you have a better likelihood of not getting pulled over. You have a better likelihood that if it's you and like 2 Latinos, 3 black guys going for a job, you being white gives you a slight advantage. I do believe that to a certain extent, but I don't believe when someone goes, you have white privilege. No, listen, you know where I've come from.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were up in a lower middle class neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we were not rich.
No. Everything we got, we had to bust our ass for.
3-bedroom rancher, 1-bath rancher.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. I had to bust my ass to get where I am in life. And I used to laugh too. You had in your kitchen, you had a can that just said meat. Yes, a can of meat. We used to have the big blocks of cheese. Yeah, like
it just said meat on it.
It just said meat. Yeah, it was very simple label stuff. But like, I had to come up.
But where's that privilege come from? Where's that perception? That perception
of white privilege?
No, of minorities being this way. Is that?
I think people almost you get indoctrinated.
No. Is that racism? Or is that bad PR from bad behavior? Black people.
It can be both. It can be both to a certain extent.
I'm just saying, you've got 50% of the violent crime happening by 3% of the population. 3%. Now, black people are 12%, but the demographic of violent crime is black male.
Okay.
That's 3%.
Yeah.
3-4%.
Correct.
So you have 3-4% doing 50% of
all
violent crime.
Yeah.
You're telling me that isn't a factor? You're telling me that's not bad PR?
All right, well,
if you think if 3% of fucking Asians were doing 50% of the violent crime, you think Asians would be getting pulled over a lot?
Listen, I see what you're saying. I agree with you.
It's self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted.
I'll put it this
bad
way,
PR.
But also, what happened to get minorities there? Okay, because let's talk inner city. Majority inner city.
Terrible personal decisions.
Okay, that is a factor.
That is cycled through generationally down the line.
Well, that is a factor. Like, I'll put it this way: inner cities.
Oh my God, we went from Marvel to fucking.
I know we're getting into it. Inner cities are a majority Latino, black. There's a big majority.
No, there's Asians.
There is Asians
and Indians.
There is. Okay.
Don't give me that. It's Latino and.
I understand that. No, there's a lot of Indians, a lot of Asians.
Right.
Actually, a lot of Asian. Well, India is Asia, but like a lot of Asians.
Yeah, you separate those.
Yeah. Don't do it. But yeah.
You separate those through.
But the majority of
eyes
people,
and dots.
How did they get there? They came up in a system where in the day they were disenfranchised. There was only so much they could do and how much they were allowed to do. But
no, that's actually not true.
Well, back in the day.
Look, you got Asians, right? Asians been here a couple hundred years.
Oh yeah.
They've been here for railroads. They've been here for a long time.
Yeah, since railroads. Yeah.
They've built up their community to be fucking tourist attractions.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So have Italians. Yeah. So have Puerto Ricans. So have Hispanics. Yeah. All right. So don't tell me that if it was true and it was actually happening to other minority groups, I would be like, this is fucked up. We need to fix it. But it's only one group of people. Only one group of people that also happen to use excuse after excuse after excuse of why it's happening. They also have a 77% single motherhood rate, the highest by 40% of any other group of fucking people. Yeah. There's a problem there. There is a problem. A lot of Hispanic people is a high percentage too. It's 50%, and if you take out illegals, it's 30%.
Okay.
So it's actually 30%.
Okay.
When I grew up, I went to Spanish. The dad was there.
Yeah.
Every Spanish house I went to, the dad was there.
Oh, same for me.
So it's not
same for my family.
It's not 50%. If it's 50% when you add illegal immigrants that are Hispanic. Okay. You take them out, it's 30%. It's about 35%. It's around white people.
Okay. All
right. So we're just as good as white people.
Wow, that's good to know.
That's why I can get into a movie theater without second looks. Anyway. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about statistics. You bring up statistics.
It's important to break the cycle. No, it's important to break the cycle.
Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Everybody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to talk about it. You know why nobody? Because they don't want to be called a racist. They don't want any of that shit. They want to pander and paddle and coddle. And that's it. That they have been doing pandering and coddling for like fucking 40 years now, and it has just not
but also, what do you do when you grow up in a system where was originally how you survived?
You gotta start calling it out.
Well, yeah,
and shaming it. That's how you change something.
To a degree, yeah. No, you got it. People themselves, no one's gonna. If you don't want to break the cycle's not gonna break.
Yes, it is. It breaks all the time.
Well, for certain people, you gotta want to get out of it.
No. That's not how that works. What happens is somebody falls into it and some people fall out. It's an ever
it
rotates,
but
it's never shamed. It's fucking glorified in that community. It's glorified in that community. You're not shaming anything.
I think mostly inner city people, whether white, black, or Hispanic, because I deal with it every day.
Right.
Okay. I can't say where I work, but
I'm not saying there ain't.
I deal with it every day, so I mean, it's all demographics.
Yeah. I'm saying.
I believe it also depends on where you're from, because I'll tell you right now.
I'm not saying trash is limited to color.
No, it's everywhere.
Trash is trash, and it don't have color. But trash is trash everywhere. Some people, and white people, especially Asian community and the Jewish community, they shame that shit out of that.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Black community is the only community that not only does not fucking shame it, they excuse it and glorify it. That is not helping.
I wouldn't say all the black community does that. Not all the black community does that.
Yeah, the rich and middle class ones don't.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about percentage of people,
actually, that's a lie. Because they all are in that hip hop community, the cultural community.
But look what you're saying. The hip hop community itself. Look at. Okay, I listen to everything.
If I say rock and roll community, who do you think of?
The majority of rock and roll community. It breaks it down.
You say Slipknot, I'm leaving.
No. I'm not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some of their songs, but I put it in.
You say Nickelback, I'm fucking done.
Yo, they're the greatest metal band.
They're Canadian, goddammit. They have nothing to do with it.
Listen, but no. All right. Here's the deal. If you look at it from a kid's standpoint, not every, but a majority of white kids, they think they're going to be the next rock star.
I'm not saying just white kids.
They're going to be the next rock star. When you think of black kids, they're going to be the next hip hop star. You know what I mean?
That's a product of fucking
their environment,
where
they from.
It's the
television. Exactly.
Television
And if you're in a place if you're in the inner city, okay, if you have parents that are not
when you're making this
in their
argument,
kids' lives,
when you're making
they look to the TV and they see the hip hop and they see this and they want that.
When you're making this argument, include everyone.
I do.
All races.
Because here's
the
thing. Now
tell me which ones don't shame. Just tell me which group doesn't shame it and glorifies it.
It depends. Like, I'll put it this way: there is a percentage of people in the black community that want the black community to get
what
better.
percentage?
They want. I don't know precisely, but I know at least the people that I hang
with.
Do
they?
I have a lot of black friends,
right?
And I have I'm very diverse, and the percentage of friends I have, they make their way out of there.
Okay, what exactly do they do when they shame?
You always hear this. You always hear this. My parents. You always hear this.
Right.
Basically, the same situation I was in.
Right.
My parents were poor.
Right.
And my parents wouldn't take, charity from this and that. We just did without, and we did the best we could, just like my family. You know what I mean? And the percentage of friends I have, most of them, that's how it was, and they dug their way out.
You know what the single motherhood rate before welfare in the black community was?
What?
12%.
12%. Out of the whole black community.
Out of the whole black community is 12%. It was shamed to have a kid out of wedlock.
Yeah.
They were shamed. This was the 50s.
Yeah, the 50s. Yeah.
And then LBJ came along, and black people sold out to welfare. And now it's 77.
Well, that whole thing with LBJ and everything.
The Great Society.
He working with the black community.
It's 77% today.
That went from 12 to 77?
Yeah.
That's a big jump.
Also, the culture wasn't like it is today.
Yeah.
Black people had character and self-respect.
I mean, I agree with some things you're saying, but at least
Jim Crow? Jim,
no,
you're gonna say Jim Crow?
I don't want to hear Jim.
That happened in 4 states.
I don't want to talk about that.
That
because
all the black people in New York and Chicago dealing with that Jim Crow in Alabama.
Well, Jim Crow isn't relevant to today.
It's not. It wasn't relevant to the majority of black people back then.
It happened though.
In a corner of the country. It didn't happen everywhere. And
no,
black people
exactly,
didn't. No. All the black people. I say this too. Jim Crow is the Woodstock of black people.
Oh,
it is. Everybody's been there. Everybody's gone through it. My uncle went through Jim Crow. Oh yeah, where did he live? Cleveland. He became an alcoholic.
The only thing I will say
in the 50s, black people had integrity, character, all that shit, and then they sold out to the government, and it has destroyed it has destroyed the family structure. It has destroyed, and you can't ignore it. You can't glorify it. You got to shame it. You got to shame it. And
I believe, you should not praise someone who's on welfare all the time and teaches kids. I know that, but I believe I believe it's a percentage of each race that they take advantage of certain situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone.
Well, people are selfish.
Yeah.
Naturally. So they're going to try to.
Self-preservation. It just overrules everything else.
But you got to, that's what I'm saying. Asia's been through shit. Indians been through shit. Jews have been through shit.
Yeah.
And they do the best in this. There's black people from other countries that come here do better.
Okay.
So if it was a system thing, then it would affect those minorities. That's why I say if you can prove.
I understand that to a certain extent because I know people from
you keep
actually
saying
Africa.
You keep saying certain extent. Yeah, well, I know. I'm working with a guy from Guyana.
I know plenty of people from Africa who come here and they're very successful.
That's what I mean.
And they're from Africa.
You say certain.
Well,
that is a hard fact.
But I understand. But what I'm saying is, like I said, things that led the black community, some aspects of the
which
Latin
are all
community,
self-inflicted.
But what I'm saying,
it's
originally,
it's not white people. It's not slavery 200 years ago.
No, I'm not talking about that.
It's not Jim Crow that happened in a section of the group. This is everything they bring up is the reason, the excuse of why.
Well, I wouldn't even.
Why a motherfucker rather be an asshole in the inner city instead of actually doing shit with his life. They blame all that shit. There's no responsibility whatsoever, and it's annoying. My argument, my frustration, the thing that pisses me off is the fucking excuses, and then you tell them, well, this is happening, and they go, no, that's not it.
Well, regardless of what's happening, whether you need to make yourself better and dig yourself out, period. No matter what, listen, we're all born into situations. They're not always good. It's up to you, no matter what the system is.
Did you make excuses growing up?
No, I just did what I had to do.
Did your dad make excuses?
Hell no. You know that.
Yeah, I didn't make excuses either. If I did bad at a job and they fired me,
well, you just did bad at a job.
I did bad at a job.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was racism. No. My name is not fucking. I always have this. You don't know what it's. My name ain't fucking Bob Smith. It's Raul Lee. That's a fucking weird name.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
It's gotten better.
Yeah.
At least people can pronounce it now a little bit.
A little bit better.
They don't go Raul, Raul.
Raul. We've become more culturally acceptable to stuff like that in this country now.
Yeah,
like we learn better now.
Yeah,
but
I didn't put fucking.
I know, but that's like every job application.
I didn't put my resume out and go Raul Leal, and they didn't hire me.
No,
I was just like,
well, that's like everything I fill out. I did
a trade for like fucking 20 years.
Oh, I know.
And I worked with all kinds of people.
Yeah.
It wasn't all white.
Well, that's like when I fill out mine, I fill out Hispanic.
You got all white in your employment?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I know. Neither have I. Ever.
I know. I understand that, but also, like what I'm saying is, like I said, there comes a point where you have to take responsibility for yourself and be like, this is what we.
Yeah, you would think that's the answer, right?
But also,
no, it's Jim.
Listen.
No, it's Jim Crow.
Listen,
Jim Crow 70 years ago, 6 states over.
I'm not even.
I
don't talk
slavery
about that
200
it's
years
not
ago.
relevant to now.
That happened to people you don't know by people you'll never fucking meet in your life.
But I'll put it this way: it's hard to break cycles for people. Okay, not everyone can do it. The percentage rate, makes it a little more like
making them excuses.
I'm not
bring them excuses.
I'm not making excuses. Just this is how I see it.
There's some
excuses. You know what I mean? You have to do what you have to do to get out of that. But you got to also take into consideration what got minorities there. You know what I mean?
A boat from a war-torn dictatorship, and now they owning all the fucking stores in a neighborhood of people that keep yelling, "It's the system."
But
coming here with a fucked up name. They don't speak the language. They don't speak the language. This is they don't speak the language. Motherfuckers don't speak the language. They got a fucked up name. They come here with no wealth, and they're owning the stores.
But
if that's happening in your fucking neighborhood, you got to look at yourself and go, "There's something wrong that we are doing."
Yeah, I mean, yes, but also a lot of how a lot of them work with them Asian markets. Like they weren't the first people to own that. They own it, then give it to a cousin who comes over, and they got it set up, and then they pass it along. That happens to a certain degree.
A certain degree, yeah.
Okay, that does happen.
No. What really happens is 10 motherfuckers live in a room.
One room, yeah.
Over the fucking store.
And they bust their ass and save every penny they can, and they open a little store. Yes. And they also get grants.
And then their kids do what?
They also get grants. And then what happens? And
then what the kids do? The kids become fucking dentists and shit. Yeah. They have high fucking profile, and they tell their kids, study.
Yeah. No, that's true. Okay. A lot of these people.
But let me hear the but.
No, but
what's the excuse?
A lot of people who come over here, they come from a rougher, let's say, rougher situation in their country. So they come here, and it's a little more easier for them here. But people that are here and they're in that rut, they're just used to the situation.
What did you say?
What?
It's what? It's what?
It's easier for them here.
It's easier in this country
than in their country to do it.
For who?
for let's say, like we said, like Asian.
So
people
it's
come
easier to succeed in this country.
It is.
I thought it was a racist white supremacist country that brings everybody down.
Compared to where they're from.
Right.
Listen, I might have.
So
my
you would
gripes
say
about,
you would say they had it harder than people that are already here.
If they were where they were from, yeah, yes, and it's easy. That's why people come to America. We know that because it's easier to succeed here.
It's easier
to succeed here than in other countries.
It's easier.
It's easier to succeed here
in America, regardless of where you are from and what has happened to you.
That is true. Okay, so you have people. You're such an ass. You have people who come over here, and I mean, you take an Asian dude who's living.
My mom's shit in a bucket. She had no electricity.
I know.
Or plumbing. They were no grocery stores. They were fucking cutting heads off of chickens.
My mom lived on a farm in the hills of Puerto Rico, bro. I know.
Nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. People come over here, and it's easier to succeed here. Okay, it is. That's the truth. You go over to
for everyone.
Oh yeah, you had these Middle Eastern people.
It
is easier for everyone to succeed.
For
everyone, but once you get to some place, there is segregation amongst communities, okay, and people. Here's the thing: you got a guy who's coming from, let's say he's from Pakistan. He comes here and he opens up like a little gas station or whatever.
Bordego.
Yeah.
Habib's. We used to call the Hess station across the street.
Yes.
And it was like Habib's.
Yeah.
It was like Sunoco.
And here's the thing: one of the reasons why we call it that the Sunoco sign was non-existent forever.
I know.
There was nothing there,
yeah.
And we're like, we don't. The gas station. Which one? The dude. Middle Eastern Habib guy.
Habib.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I wasn't
I'm gonna go to Habib. I'm gonna go to Habib.
There's no damn sign on the place.
I'm gonna go to Habib's. That's racist. You know that's racist.
It is.
But we're saying it like it's fucking.
Well, you know, it was a different time.
Like it's candy.
Like
Habib's.
But yeah, there was like, how would you describe the damn place? But it is easy. I don't deny that. We all have problems with how this government runs certain things they do,
but
I wouldn't want to be born anywhere else. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But here's the thing: here in this country, there's segregation, whether it comes economically, money, race, and here's the thing:
how
one of the problems is a lot of people do it to themselves. Okay,
I'll agree. That's the first thing I'll agree with.
A lot of people do it themselves. If you meet a white person and they really don't know any black people, there's no reason for that. You get out there and you meet people. You know
think the fucking Russians right now immigrating are making fucking excuses?
No,
they own Astoria and they're building that shit up.
Oh, I know. Listen, I have friends that are here on visas, work visas.
Them fucking Russia. White Russians.
Yeah,
white Russian. The dude.
Oh, fucker, you beat me. I was about to say that.
But that's like, okay. You're saying that. And then I'm saying, okay, does that affect everyone, or is it just a group of people that are just keep making excuses for themselves? Because you're saying every group of people that have come over either are segregated purposely or self-segregate. You know, when immigrants come here, Italians come here, they're going to move to an Italian neighborhood.
Yeah.
Asians come here, they're going to move to an Asian neighborhood.
Yeah, it's easy.
And they've built those neighborhoods up.
Yes.
So what's their excuse?
No, there's up and coming black communities that are trying to do better. Okay.
Atlanta don't count.
Listen, shut up. Every famous black person from Atlanta, so of course that would work there. Like, all right, look, Philly's starting to do a lot of stuff, man. They're starting to really clean up. Like, you know,
right
when we were kids and we were like, let's go into the city, let's go into Philly. Yeah. Crossing that bridge and you're going right into Philly is just like look like a third world country. You know what I mean? Now that shit's cleaning up and it's a primarily black neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's starting to clean up. I think things take time. I think
it's a product of technology, and the quality of life has risen.
Yeah, I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, it's in certain areas it's moving in that direction. But
I said not all.
No, you're right. But
most?
I do believe that certain people
and
not everyone is taught that. You know, you gotta make it happen for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I said, it's a vicious cycle.
Everybody knows with Google and the internet,
yeah,
and a million YouTube channels that people are still a babe in the woods that don't understand that decisions that you make in life are either beneficial or detrimental. Right.
I agree with you, but
right,
you got a kid growing up in the inner city.
That doesn't have Google.
He's young.
Doesn't have
he's
the
in
internet.
a bad school system. Okay, and he's just trying to survive. Okay, the violent. I'm just saying he's just trying to survive and get up. And then he makes a few mistakes and wants to turn his life around, but now the previous mistakes are haunting him forever. That's like minimum sentences for shit. It doesn't work.
Even though he's got a million examples around him of people making mistakes.
Like I said, when you're there, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And Google.
And Google.
All right.
Don't believe everything you read.
They got Google. They got Google in the ghetto.
Huh? Yes, they do.
They got a million examples in their neighborhood, and they have a bunch of people telling them, but there's no personal responsibility.
No, there is.
And people making excuses for it.
You're the only one responsible for you.
All right, let's get back to fucking Marvel because this shit is going.
All right, real quick, I want to talk to you about.
We got like 15 minutes left.
I'll put it this way,
yeah, we got 15 minutes left, too. So if you want to end on it, we just I wanted to get to the end game.
Oh yeah,
it just completely went off the rails.
But real quick about the whole just problems here economically. Okay.
No, there's not.
No, certain degree. Now
we got fat poor people, dude.
Yes, we do. Which is
I love how people say poor. We're poor. There's poor people. No, there's not. Go to a fucking country where people are fucking
dying, starvation,
and living in a fucking shed and sifting through trash.
The problem is
those people are fucking poor. You got a fucking
the poorest person here is richer than the poorest person in another.
You got
country.
a fucking flat screen in your fucking house. Like I said, I lived in poor neighborhoods. I worked in poor neighborhoods. Them motherfuckers got flat screens. They got cell phones. They got a car.
Yeah,
they are not poor.
Well, it's called living beyond your means.
No, they're poor because they can't buy brand name. That's why they're poor.
Listen, I didn't grow up with brand names. Okay, I'm a minimalist. Like I have certain things, but
I can tell by your outfit.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I can.
Right, we got 50. We got like 50,
I can pick up all that I own.
Right. I didn't want to get political.
Put it in my car.
And somehow we fucking went in there.
But let me say this: the whole people go. Well,
you gonna come back on the show?
Yeah, definitely.
So you have fun?
Yes, it was great.
Pretty great.
Yeah, it was great.
It went pretty fast though.
It did, like, man. That shit's crazy.
2 hours. Really we're at 145 right now.
Real quick, the whole this demographic of people and this, and there's problems. There's this program. There's that program.
You got 14
real quick,
minutes
I just want to ask you one thing.
Right.
Your whole opinion about a wall. Where do you stand on that?
I am for it. Okay. I am for a wall. See, this is just gonna fucking go down.
No, this will be quick. All right, I'll put it in my aspect of the wall. Okay,
I'm an immigrant. I came here when I was 3 years old.
Yes, I know this
legally.
I know this.
Right, and people jump in the line to come in here. Now, I'm a libertarian, so naturally, I don't care about borders.
Yes,
but we have a
problem. Yes.
No, as long my point of view is this: as long as the welfare state and the warfare state are in charge in this country, you are always going to have a problem with immigration.
Yes.
You get rid of the welfare state, you get rid of the warfare state, and nobody's going to give two shits about who comes in here. A lot of the problems with immigrants, illegal, whatever, is the welfare. Nobody wants to be stolen from to give to somebody else. Yes. You get rid of that shit, the average person is like, I don't give a fuck. I get fucking cheap falafels.
Yeah, I agree with you. As far as a wall,
they buy my shit.
Exactly. As far as a wall, first of all, you put up a wall.
There's a problem down there.
Oh, there is. No, without it, my cousins are
Canadians aren't fucking running into the fucking country. They're not.
No.
Eskimos aren't getting fucking riding into a caravan of 30,000. No. If there was 30,000 fucking Eskimos in their cute little fucking
I don't think that
outfits
like that
with
anymore.
with their whale spear running down here.
Well, I'll put it this way. There would be we'd be talking about that.
You'd be talking about a wall in Canada.
I'll put it this way.
So to say that there's not
there is a problem.
There's a problem.
First of all, let me just say only.
I'm telling you, you're not gonna.
I'm gonna be quick. Only
very fucking quick because I want to give. We got
25. It would cost like $25 million at the most to build a wall, whatever. But that isn't going to solve.
$25 million.
It's $25 million. You said, right?
No.
How much was?
Probably cost about $25 billion.
Billion. That's what I meant. $25 billion. All right. So, but
you're like fucking.
It's. I think a problem is
time traveling doctor. Fucking evil.
I think the problem is a lot of people.
$1 billion. That doesn't even exist.
Shut up. I think a problem. A lot of people arguing about the whole border thing, and right away they blame Mexicans. First of all, 33% of illegal immigrants, okay, didn't
come in here on a fucking
plane.
I know.
They're on a plane, brother.
Just because there's one problem doesn't mean you're not dealing with the other problem.
Russia, India,
yeah, they overstay their visas.
They overstay their visas.
That doesn't mean
that's 33%, brother.
That doesn't mean you ignore the one problem that you can fix.
And here's the thing: putting up a wall will cost money.
That's like saying
who's going to pay for that?
That's
brother?
like saying my arm hurts, but my leg was fucking is shreds.
Well, I understand it, but what I'm saying, put up a wall.
We should just concentrate on the arm because the shredded leg doesn't mean anything.
I understand.
They're both. They're equal.
It's a problem. Period.
But one is
right here.
Is fixable.
Yeah.
Right now.
But let me ask you something. We're putting up a wall. It's not going to solve everything. No. Will it help? Listen. Rich people, politicians, they live in gated communities with walls around their property.
Exactly.
Why do they do that? Because
it works.
Okay.
Right.
Will it stop everything? No.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's still going to be problems.
I need to put a wall around my fucking yard for all the people that want to murder me on Facebook.
It's a good deterrent. It works. Is it gonna stop everything? No, it's not gonna stop everything. I believe if you want to come here, you're in search for a good job, a better life, you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. You should. This is supposed to be a land of tolerance.
Right.
Okay. Equality. We should do it.
For only Asians and Indians.
No, we got to do it legally.
And black people that come here.
Listen, we got to do it legally. The system. Let's not kid ourselves. The system is broken.
Right.
It takes forever. Okay.
5 years.
But paperwork.
The guy I'm working with, who's from Guyana, it took him and his wife 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. But and that's to say, as long as there was no loopholes, that shit didn't get caught up. They didn't lose paperwork. That shit happens. Unbelievable amounts. It's a shit show.
That sounds like Bob Marley.
In 1930s and 40s, right, when they did mass deportations, they deported like 1 million American citizens right, by accident. You know what I mean?
This is the longest.
I know, but it's a shit show. But what I'm saying is, will it help? Yeah. The way they go about it, it's just it's like
you're gonna make me do a fucking 2.5 hour.
Well, it's a losing battle on both sides.
You know how long it takes to edit this shit?
Yeah, I know. I edit stuff. So
it takes a
What program do you use, by the way?
Movie Maker.
I got all kinds of editing programs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you my iPad later, but yeah, dude.
What's your fucking point, dude?
My point.
Sum it up.
My point is
I want to move away from political stuff.
Will it help to a certain extent?
And I'm not doing 3 hours.
Okay. Will it help to a certain extent?
It's like 2 days.
It will help to a certain extent. Not exactly how people think. It almost comes out to almost being like, what the hell's the point? But yes, it will help to a certain extent. But it's not a cure-all. You got a problem is people in this country, when they hear about immigration problems, right away they're blaming Mexicans. That's not fair.
No, there's some Hondurans in there.
Okay. It's not fair. Okay, and I don't mean to sound racist, but it's primarily white people who automatically
if this was Facebook, I would just type.
Oh, you'd be
there's some Hondurans.
Shit.
There's some Hondurans.
All kinds of shit. But
I would just get a flood of.
Yeah, but I'm saying people need to stop just blaming Mexicans for immigration problems. That's not the case. That's really
Indian
Mexicans for people
because the white Mexicans are.
Listen,
they're okay in my book.
The next time someone says they have a problem with Mexicans coming to this country,
right?
Okay,
there's a racial problem.
1846.
There's a racial problem in fucking Mexico.
Listen,
too.
there is. 1846.
You got the white Mexicans discriminating the native.
Yeah, but it's also like that in Brazil too. It's also like that in Brazil.
The Mexicans that come over here, they're discriminated in Mexico.
Yeah, no, I know that
by the white Mexicans. See, listen, I'm not all that bad. I don't like some white people.
1846, president,
and they're Spanish white people too.
Yeah, there is. President Polk started a war with Mexico and took.
No, the average person doesn't know that in this country about the Mexicans.
What?
That the Mexicans that come over here illegally.
Oh yeah,
they don't know that at all. They just lump them all in one fucking.
Well, that's because a lot of people we're very diverse people. You know what I mean? We know things. We know words.
We're very diverse.
People. Where's my tea?
Where's my tea?
And lemon. But okay, so
I've got one black friend.
But what I'm saying is they took California, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, they took all kinds of stuff from Mexico. Okay, and if someone was trying to do that to us now,
are you gonna do they took all our resources thing?
No. But what I'm saying is this: we took a lot of land from them, You know what I mean? So like when people go, I have a problem with Mexican coming, bitch.
Yeah,
a big part of the West was Mexico. We took it from them. So shut up.
Spanish Mexican.
Listen.
They're looking for Mexicans like looking for reparations from Spain.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm cracking. I'm cracking.
That's crazy.
I was like, we don't have anything in Spain.
Yeah. No.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna take?
They were having problems. They're having problems economically.
Put some fucking olives in your rice. We'll give you olives.
Olives, right?
Fucking olives, and put some decent beans in that.
I always put olives in my. But anyway, what I'm saying is, we need to be more tolerant, but we still need to have strict laws.
Right. I like Mexican rice better than Spanish rice.
Yeah.
I have to admit that. Don't tell my mom.
Yeah, she'll fuck you.
She'll fucking kill me.
Maria.
Maria.
But no, like I'm saying, we need to be.
The fuck is all these chickpeas doing and everything, Mom? Yeah, Jesus Christ!
Can I have some rice with them peas?
Smash that up and put it in make a hummus.
I love hummus, by the way.
I hate chickpeas, but I love hummus.
I love hummus, dude.
I don't like chickpeas. My mom will make fucking Spanish chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
And she'll put garbanzo beans in there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck are you ruining? Yeah. You ever do this is a classic in a Spanish household. Where you're a little kid, you go to the stove where a soup is cooking, you open it up, and a fucking pig's feet
or a fish head.
Or a fish head will just be like staring at you. And that's like, that's the first time you'll never eat soup.
And it smells so fucking good. It smells, it's like smells so good. You're like, ooh, and then you lift up the pot and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's the hot dog. It's the hot dog moment where you don't know, you don't want to know how it's made.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I agree with you on certain aspects. Certain aspects, I think we need to approach it differently, and I think we need to be more tolerant as a country, because right now people are,
like I said,
people don't know enough facts,
right?
And right away, when they see Trump on TV, okay, and they're like, "Yeah, build that wall," but they don't know what really comes along with that.
Greatest president of my life.
Listen,
greatest president of my life. I didn't vote for him. I am in 20.
The numbers are the numbers. As far as unemployment's down. There's more jobs. There's more jobs.
It sucks he's not going to run because he's going to get impeached from that Mueller report.
Need to stop doing that. Listen,
filled with all that evidence.
I don't like the guy.
Filled with all that evidence.
I don't like the guy. Okay.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole, egomaniac. Okay. I don't like him on a personal level. I didn't vote for him. I think he wants to leave a legacy. I don't think he's a business.
That's a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing in a way because he wants to do everything.
Somebody wants to be the greatest at their job.
He wants to make his presidency good.
I don't care if the guy's an asshole. If he wants to be the best at something that's going to entertain me or benefit me,
what I'm saying is he wants to do something big, and he wants to leave a great legacy. And
he's the best.
Certain things will turn out better for the American people.
He's the greatest.
But as a person, he's a shithead.
He's the greatest troll.
He is a troll.
He's the greatest troll.
He does troll. I don't like him, but the numbers are the
numbers. You gotta respect his troll game.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. Yeah. He's a businessman. He knows how to fuck with people.
That Nancy Pelosi, the letter, she wants to go to a foreign country, and it's during the shutdown, and she lets her go all the way to the fucking airport.
And he's like, turn your ass around.
There's just a guy with a fucking letter.
Yeah, you ain't getting on this plane.
You ain't getting on this plane.
I think you died out.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. It's a third shot that I really.
Like I said, I don't like him as a president. I didn't vote for him. The numbers as they stand right now, the minimum that we want a president to do, yeah, he's doing. But
minimum.
Well, no, jobs are up.
Man is fucking. Jobs are up, taxes are cut, regulations are cut. Criminal justice reform that's been fucking done ever since Bill Clinton fucking fucked that shit up with his 3-strike nonsense and mandatory minimum. He fucked
I don't agree with him when it comes to mass deportations. I think we need to do a better way. I don't agree with him with certain aspects of abortion. I don't agree with his aspects of climate change.
You want the third trimester fucking abortions?
No, I do not.
Killing babies?
No, hell no. Listen.
Republicans were in power, complete control of the government for fucking 2 years. None of that shit happened.
Oh, I know. But
gays weren't fucking rounded up, and black people weren't put back in chain. Like Joe Biden, they're gonna put you back. I left the left.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I don't even want to go back. Sometimes I hate fucking even talking about it because I'm picturing myself.
Yeah.
Just being, I don't want.
But yeah, no, there's certain things like, listen, hey, they
want to kill fucking babies.
Yeah, that's
after
crazy.
They're
That's
born.
murder. That's murder. Listen, I
agree with the abortion, like third trimester, whatever.
Yeah,
I agree with that shit.
Yeah.
You want to have an abortion? At this point, though, I'm just like, the technology is there where you don't even need to get to that point.
No, you don't.
You're just being
irresponsible. You got a pill, the Plan B.
Yeah, the Plan B.
You have a lot of things. Not just that. I'm pretty sure 2 months into it, you know whether or not you want to have a fucking kid. Yeah. So I don't agree, but. I mean, certain aspects that he talks about, they're murderers and all. No, I don't agree with that.
We just like, I wanted you over here for fucking.
Yeah, we got sidetracked.
For fucking anime and Marvel.
Yeah, we got sidetracked, but we talked about it good.
And I alienated like fucking all the black people that ever want to watch this.
Listen, you're rough on your point of view. It's
tough love.
Listen, I enjoyed talking to you.
Oh, we're gonna do another half hour because we didn't fucking.
All right. We'll do that. We'll do that. That's
like, I had to fucking twist your arm to get over here, and now you want to do a fucking another half hour.
But no, we're good like that. Yeah, but just certain aspects, like I just don't agree with him on certain things like that.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not saying like people look at him like he's Hitler. No, he doesn't want to take your guns. Okay, no. He doesn't want to do certain things. You can't compare him to Hitler, but at the same time, we all know he's a dick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We all know that he cares about is fucking money.
He's a Northeasterner. He's a ball busting Northeastern JFK fucking liberal Democrat.
Yeah,
that's what he is. He is. I love how they treat him like he's a.
Well, he even said he would run Republican because it's easier for him to get into there.
You're talking to the troll of fucking.
Oh, I know.
He probably said that because he was probably talking to like somebody that was fucking trying to. He's the ultimate troll.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, he is. I love how people treat him like he is a racist GOP guy from Alabama. They don't understand that he's what the Democrats used to be.
I wouldn't say.
Oh my God, we're fucking talking about.
I know.
This is fucking out.
You brought that part. I'm just saying. I wouldn't say he's a straight out racist. Maybe he's biased. It seems like it. Well, yeah.
He's got an NAACP
awards. People don't realize.
I love how they bring up
at his height of success and fortune, they don't care about anything but money and thriving. They only care about their family, their legacy, and what's
he's been in the public. See, this is where the Democrats fucked up because they could when every Republican that has ever run for president was a racist Klan member. You know what I mean, and they could get away with that with politicians that people barely knew.
Yeah,
but Donald Trump's been in the public eye for like 40 fucking years.
Have you ever not known who Donald Trump is?
Yeah. So when they started doing that with Donald Trump, the average person was like, well. The guy from The Apprentice? What? And then they started going, wait, they called...
No, I think that's only the newer generation thought that.
No, everybody...
Because I was like, fucking Donald Trump, what the hell?
And then everybody was just like, wait a second. They called McCain a fucking racist Klan member and Obama's doing his eulogy? Well, hold on. George Bush was also a racist Klan member and now he's best friends with Michelle Obama. Wait a second. Have they been lying to me?
Well, can I tell you something? I believe in the end... It really doesn't matter when it comes to government. The powers that be are going to make the plays they're going to make.
Right.
Make people do what they want to do. Okay.
He's a human wrecking ball.
Well, yeah, he definitely makes people nervous. When he was in his debate and he was sitting up there and he said, "This is the one thing that this is the one thing I sat there and went, he's 100% right, and I back him on that."
Fake news.
It's gonna
Which
be huge.
He's right about that.
It's going to be huge. Listen, he said, "Take a look at everyone up here. Take a look at everyone." Every single one of these people I've given millions of dollars to. And when I call in my favors, I get them.
Yeah.
That is a broken system.
Yeah.
Dude, my jaw hit the floor and I was like, did you hear the silence? Did you see all them people?
He's a human wrecking ball, bro.
That is the truth.
And that's what the system needed.
I agree. But here's the thing.
That Avante guy is going to jail. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a joke, well, not a joke, or like a saying that everybody gets the Trump curse. Where anybody that goes against Trump,
you go to jail.
They fall. It's like it's like running straight into a wall and just smacking into it to the point where you're breaking bones.
Well, I think that's another problem.
You're breaking your own bones.
Yeah, I don't like Trump. But I think we're wasting too much time investigating him for this and that, and we're ignoring real problems.
They're going to go after Hillary. Did all that shit too. Yeah. That is Hillary's.
Well, they tried with Hillary and then it didn't go nowhere.
No, it's going now.
Is it now?
Oh yeah, that shit. She is. The Russians have her emails.
Oh.
The one she deleted because
Goodbye, Hillary.
WikiLeaks already has it.
Yeah.
It's fucking. We gotta get out of. All right. We gotta get away from fucking politics. Because I'm gonna have a guy on next week. That's what we're gonna talk about.
All right, so we're going.
We're gonna talk about politics next week because
we got off. We didn't even finish a couple subjects we were talking about.
Just because the Mueller report came in, but I wanted a week to kind of everyone to digest it, and then I'm gonna have him come on and we're gonna talk about the Mueller report.
But hey, listen, real quick, I want to tell you a story, okay? Because you said about earlier, like when I first got here, after we got off the whole thing, about everyone's equal, but they're marching on a woman's march, but there's guys.
No, the fucking the intersectionality of the left.
Yeah,
is just fucking
I'll put it this way.
That is, you think black people being hypocrite drives me crazy. Those people just fucking drive me fucking. I love trolling those people.
Well, listen, I'll put it this way. I break it down to this. Like I said, I have friends that are transgender, gay, all this, lesbian. When it comes down to the basic, just the root of biology.
Right.
I take my tribe of people. Shit hits the fan. I go into the woods.
The Irish and the Puerto Ricans?
Exactly.
I don't think they get. That's a.
But what I'm saying is, like, my group of people, I take them.
I think they're fighting. I think they'd be
to kill themselves off.
I think they'd be fighting too much with each other.
Do you know the look I get when someone goes, "What are you?" I'm Puerto Rican and Irish, and they're like,
before they get anywhere. I don't think they get out of the house. Let's go.
Trust me, I know my father was shunned from his family for a very long time. But
Irish and Puerto Rican? What?
You're a contradiction. No, okay. The way we feel about it, how biology is basic. You're born.
All the Puerto
Ricans
are
what you are. Okay, yeah. You are what you are. When the shit hits the fan, I take my section of people. We go off. Okay, time will show that I will thrive.
You know what I call
my people will thrive. Right. Yours will die off.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is.
Right.
That's how I look at it. As a very basic, like just human, animalistic
way
about it. Okay, this girl who is a track star, she's blowing people away, brother. She's blowing them away, but she's really a dude.
So she's not a girl. You just said girl, so you just confused the hell out of me.
Because that's the proper way.
I'm not saying she's a girl.
Well, this guy who claims to be a girl is blowing these girls away.
You see the rapper? That rapper?
What?
There's what the fuck's his name? There's a rapper who broke the world. He's not even a weightlifter.
Oh, he said he was a girl. He identifies as a girl.
He identified as a girl.
Just to prove the point,
Just to break the world weightlifting deadlift. I think it was deadlift.
Deadlift, I believe.
Deadlift.
Just to prove the point.
The women's world. He's not even a fucking. He's not even.
A lot of people are taking it serious.
He's not even a fucking.
A lot of people don't realize he's trolling.
I know.
And that's what's fun. But that goes to show you
that's what I'm saying,
the mentality of the world today.
I want Trump to just self-identify as a woman, just to be the first female fucking president.
You know what's scary? See, this is where people don't get your sense of humor.
That would be the.
This is where people don't get your sense. Someone's gonna watch that and go, "I can't believe he would think that." Listen,
you would believe that shit though. That's your standards. That's your principles. That's your standards.
Listen, what's scary is if he was to do that. If you go by the people who believe that, there's nothing they can.
There's nothing they can do about it. That's what I mean, because they don't have principles.
Exactly. But no, well, if you go against something that someone believes a certain way, they say, then right away you're wrong. Regardless, but technically. You can't nitpick on what works for you and what don't. If this is how it's going to work, this is how it has to work.
Exactly.
But that's what I mean. Like this guy who's claiming to be a girl is blowing these people away, brother. And these girls are getting to the point where they're like, we don't even try. We realize we're racing him.
I posted too. This was a while ago when this started happening. This is perfect for revenge for all the times women wanted to get into men's shit.
Yeah.
This is the revenge.
Now we're gonna get in yours.
Now you have sown the seeds of your own fucking demise.
Listen, when I wrestled, when I was younger,
the scouts and all shit.
Listen, I had to wrestle a girl.
Right.
And my father, as crazy as he was very like, listen, you take it easy on this girl. Don't be hurting her and all this stuff. I was like, oh, I know, Dad. Okay. Listen, I did wind up pinning her. Okay. Right. But when it came to points, she was, dude, I'm not going to lie. She was kicking my ass, dude. And I pinned her, and, and it was over. And my dad was like, good job. And I'm like, yeah, good job.
I don't think you
went. Not telling him.
Yeah, but you didn't go into this. When you get into sports, there is a fucking clique for men where it is a fucking single focus of savagery.
Yeah.
I don't think you had that single focus of savagery.
I was a kid, so I wouldn't say exactly at that. But at the same time, I was getting nervous, dude. She was taking it to me. You know what I mean?
But that's different.
There's a switch that men when you enter, like you're a fucking buddy on the fucking sideline.
You see man to man, you're like kill or be killed.
When you cross that line or you enter that circle, the fucking crowd goes away.
Yeah, it's just
and you are just that. There's a switch that goes off in your. Your eyes go from highbrow to lowbrow.
Yeah, you're in the zone, man. But I'll put it this way: that girl knew what she was getting into. You know what I mean? I knew I was wrestling a girl. She knew she knew she was wrestling a boy.
Right.
Okay. That's the risk she took.
Right.
Okay. It's hard to tell all these girls, these female MMA fighters that are getting annihilated by that dude, okay, claiming to be a girl, identify with a girl. It's a difference between them, going, okay, well, I can't do nothing about this, but we all know this guy, and biologically, scientifically, muscle mass is different. Everything is different compared to me. Okay?
Right.
But here's the thing. They didn't want that.
Right.
Okay? Now, if any of them girls try to fight a man, that's different. You know what you're getting into.
I was just about to say that. There's a difference racing, all that shit, contact. When you get in contact, like sports that are contact.
Yeah, it's
where it's a physical battle.
Yeah, gender is a big difference.
Is a big biological.
And listen,
bone structure, muscle structure.
Yeah, if you identify as a girl, more power to you.
Right.
If you're very feminine, I have no problem with that, dude. And if you say you're a unicorn, hey, my friend's a unicorn over here. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? However you feel comfortable, to each his own. No matter what you believe, that's you. That's what makes you. I'm not gonna push anything on you. I'm not gonna make you feel. That's how you feel. But I feel the way I feel, so don't push nothing on me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, okay, if I saw a transgender male claiming to be a woman, beating on a woman, I'm gonna step the fuck in, dude.
Yeah.
All right. And it's crazy because if a girl,
you're not like holding two girls back and laughing at the same time.
Yeah, like knock it off. But here's the
Come
thing.
on, you're doing the fucking holding them back.
But at the same time, a
just
girl,
shaking your head.
If you take a feminist, right, exactly. If you take a feminist,
I just want to see a transgendered man fight like a woman. Because they ain't fighting like a woman either.
Here's the thing.
They got the one girl doing this, and the transgender man is grabbing.
But my point is, like, if you take a feminist who's really a feminist and she gets attacked by a transgender, man who claims to be a woman.
What kind of feminist? Is this the third wave feminism?
No.
The garbage feminism or the good feminism?
Feminism, regardless, whether they're strict with it or not strict. There is. Because, like, the ones that are strict with it will look at people who say they're feminists and go, you're full of shit. You know what I mean? But either of them.
Third wave feminism is all about hate.
Yeah. It gets
and
extreme.
I'm better. Not equality.
But
not equality. We're better. There was a group of people in Germany that were just preaching that they were better than everybody else.
I'm all for equal rights and women can do what men can do, but you have to follow some kind of guidelines. Because, like I said,
nature,
if a feminist is getting attacked, if a feminist girl who supports people who are transgender gets attacked by a transgender male claiming to be a girl, her biggest defense in court is going to be what, bro? I was attacked by a man.
By a man. And as long as it's not California, you'd probably be able to. If that guy's going to be saying, I'm not a man. I'm not a man.
Yeah. But that's.
It's ma'am.
Yeah, that's my point.
I'm not a man. The court's going to be like, well, she's a woman too.
Yeah, you can't just take, I'm going to take this and it works for me and this. But the minute this works against me, I'm going to put that back and then do something. You can't do that. There's a
joke about two married guys, married to each other, gay guys, married to each other. It's not domestic abuse. You just got your ass kicked.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's why, like, I'm all for people being however they want to be, bro. I'm a very live and let live person.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, you can't.
There's a saying,
you can't pick and choose what's going to work for you.
Don't shit in my yard. I won't shit in your yard.
Exactly.
You do whatever you want. It's a free country.
Yeah.
Be as free as you want.
Yeah.
I don't care. As long as you ain't hurting nobody. Yeah. Do whatever you want. I don't get. You want to shoot up? I don't give a fuck. You want to fucking.
Don't do anything to harm.
You want to jump off a cliff without a parachute? Go jump off a cliff without. I don't care. Do what you want. As long as you ain't hurting nobody else.
Yes.
As you live in a free country, sell what you want. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
See, I don't give a shit. The problem is the average person will look at you and go, yeah, I agree with you.
Just don't try to make my son gay though.
Yeah, or you know.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a son.
No, but that's my point. It's they'll say that, but the minute someone doesn't agree with that, it's a problem. And it's like,
right.
I think I like social media. Don't get me wrong.
This was the quick.
Yeah, I know, but I like social media.
25 minutes ago.
I like social media, but the problem is it created an echo chamber.
Right.
You grab a group. Yeah, you grab a group of people that are like-minded,
right?
And you only associate with them,
right?
So you don't hear the other half of the story.
I said that a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't hear the other half of the story.
It's gonna fracture and segment people.
Yeah, you don't get to have other people's opinions. Okay, back in the day, someone said me and you didn't agree about everything. Right. Okay, but we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
You have people now who just stick their fingers in their ears, make loud noises, and walk away because they don't want to hear other people's opinions.
And refuse facts and stats.
Because of the whole echo chamber they have created for themselves.
Right.
Okay?
It's like
with a touch of a button. I can say, you know what? You're blocked. I don't want to talk to you.
It's like an entire community.
You can't do that in real life.
It's like an entire community that has been sold this bill of goods that the system is against them.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is fine, even though it is damaging the family structure and welfare and everything else, even though other groups of people are succeeding.
That's an echo.
I'm talking about black people.
But an echo chamber is, no matter how you cut it, is bad.
Just remember that, an echo chamber.
Yes, is bad. Whether it's a group of just white people, if it's a group of Latin people, if it's a group of black people. I'm just saying. Or if it's just a group of mixed people but only believe one thing and not willing to hear other people's opinions. Right. On my Facebook, there's all kinds of people. We talk about everything. Like,
I love we're for diversity unless you think different.
Exactly, but that's the problem. We get with such like-minded people, and with the touch of a button, that you can cut someone off and never have to talk to them again.
I'll talk about anybody.
But here's the thing.
I put it on my Facebook.
It doesn't work like that in the real world.
Does anyone want to come on the show and talk about anything?
Yeah. Well, I think you kind of people are a little intimidated by
anybody,
by your
brilliance,
your magnificence, by just your matter of fact, way about you. And the way you come off.
Well, I'm principled.
Because you're not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? He'll sit and talk to anyone. But I think people are kind of intimidated by your matter-of-factness, like how you are. And
I'm letting you fucking talk, man.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I'm not matter of fact. I have
your opinion. You know what I mean?
I have a matter-of-fact opinion that's based on reality, stats, and facts.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that don't like to base their opinions on that
are
intimidated because they're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Blocked, delete. No. But that's what a problem. You don't do that, but people do that, and it doesn't work in the real world. And that's why you have people who can't take criticism.
Are you going to see Captain Marvel?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to do a double.
I'm going to do a twofer.
To
get the fuck away from because we just did a fucking 45 minutes. We did like a 45 minutes of just fucking politics.
No, I'm going to do a twofer next week with the kids. We're going to go see Captain Marvel and Shazam.
Twofer. Oh, nice. So in the same theater?
Probably.
Did you give them the rundown of the history of the Shazam character and Captain Marvel and the whole?
If I bring my son on the show, he'll fucking blow your mind when it comes to that stuff.
Did you tell them they're whitewashing the character and the main fucking star doesn't understand that she's committing a whitewash and then blaming white men?
Listen,
I don't want to get back into politics.
Yeah, you started that. No,
I'm just saying the hypocrisy.
My son, he knows.
Does he like
backstory?
All the shit you like?
Yeah,
like anime and all that shit.
I didn't force them to get into it. Just I had comic books around the house, read comic books, watch superhero stuff, video games.
Liking through osmosis.
Yes,
you were just like praying to God, please don't be a rebellious prick.
Yeah,
that just is into some completely different shit just because he hates the old man.
My son actually has a Shazam poster that he's had for like 6 years. He had it since he was little.
All right.
And he knows Billy Batson. He knows his storyline. He knows everything, which a lot of people don't.
Right.
Which
was your favorite? I don't like the family shit.
What, like the family friendly DC?
The whole family has to say Shazam to become Shazam. I hate that shit.
No. Listen,
I don't like it. I'm a purist where Batman has nobody except maybe a sidekick, and that's it. I don't want a whole team. I don't want female Batman. Yeah. I don't want black Batman. I don't want all that shit. It's Batman.
It's Batman, yeah.
I don't even like Batwoman. I don't even like all that shit. I just like I like Batman being a fucking loner
Yeah,
it's like the Bat.
That's the best.
There's
film
Bat.
of him.
There's
yeah.
Bat. There's like Bat Incorporated now, and there's the Bat Family and all that shit. I'm like, no, that's
the
not
Birds
Batman.
of Prey series was actually really good, though. It was good. It was good, even though it was Jason Todd. Dick
I mean, I don't
all of them.
I don't mind Oracle.
That's
a great story where she gets shot and gets crippled. Now she's fucking.
She basically all her shit.
She's basically new Alfred.
Yeah, that's good. It works. That works.
That works.
Yeah,
because they're not in the fucking same room.
But
together.
yeah, as far as we're gonna go see both of them next week. But my kids are good with that. My daughter's more into anime than regular comics. My son's more into comics and stuff like that.
You guys do the LARP?
Yeah, we actually go to Nerdfest.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Lightning Bolt. What was that? Was it Fireball? That YouTube, there was that one guy.
He was doing Call of Duty.
They did viral where they're LARPing and the guy's like throwing wads of paper.
Yeah, they throw
lightning bolt.
It's a
lightning bolt.
It's a beanbag.
Yeah. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
That's like
this guy's like dressed in the Tron outfit.
Yeah, like have you ever been to a LARPing?
No.
Bro, they get intense.
They probably do get. It's like the Renaissance.
Intense. Like it's.
You ever been to the Renaissance?
Yeah, I've been to the Renaissance.
They're all fucking high.
They're listen.
They drank like
they're allowed to drink on the job.
Oh yeah, they're all fogged up.
Yeah, they get into it.
I love that.
If anything, their drinking gets them more into the character.
Titties are just out there, bro.
Yeah, the barmaids are out there.
You're just like.
It's supposed to be family friendly, people. What do you know?
Hey, sir, look at my sword.
You get a drunk guy with like a big like hunk of meat walking up to you, talking to you and stuff.
Yeah.
So
would you like to carry my axe? No, man, I'm just staring at your girl's titty. That's all I want to do. Can I play with them?
But yeah, they get intense on them, and we go to Nerdfest, like the anime con and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's like my kids have outfits for My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan,
right.
Naruto, which you just take your time with it, man. Take your time with it and watch it. You gotta see it through. You'll see the evolution of that. Right. But we do that stuff.
That's masturbation background. There's all the shit I put on the background for masturbation.
There's no hentai in there. You can't.
I know. There's some Japanese are fucking some crazy motherfuckers.
Stuff, yeah. That actually started from a legend.
They can't do any sexual shit, and they just do. There's like a weird.
There's like a weird innuendo kind of.
There's a weird tentacle fucking fad.
Yeah.
There's everything. Like the tentacle is the penis.
Yeah, this started from a woman lost at sea. It's like a legend.
You ever watch Jap porn?
No.
That shit's all. It's all squiggled out.
I know that.
There's like a weird.
They're not allowed to show.
They have a weird thing with. I hung out with a guy from Japan, and they have like a weird thing with hair.
Yeah,
like
they don't show pubic hair.
They shampoo their hair every fucking day. Yeah. And I used to wonder why that shit was all stringy all the time and dry looking.
Yeah,
they shampoo their fucking.
Yeah, they
shit
have a big thing. It's
every fucking.
It's day. Some kind of weird Japanese etiquette.
And I'm a greasy Spaniard, and that shit. I won't shampoo my hair for like a week. I let that grease
style it. Better,
I like that swarthy shit go, bro. That shit is sometimes it's mad. I don't give a fuck.
So you don't use.
I'm fucking pouring it in the middle of trying to make it fucking
frying up some chicken.
Frying up some shit.
Good.
Get that. I let that shit get nice and greasy.
But yeah, they have some kind of weird like etiquette when it comes to that. Like, even when it comes to, like, wearing bathing suits, they got to make sure they're trimmed up right. They can't show them.
Yeah, those are weird. Like, the Japanese porn, everything's fucking blurred out. Yeah. All the privates are blurred out.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Which is fine. You can't tell. I mean, it's blurred out. They don't have to blur out a lot.
No. Yeah.
Japanese guys, they're not poor Japanese men. That sucks to be Japanese man.
Not to them. They don't. They're the majority there. So
yeah, well, so. Japanese women got little vaginas, too. So
that's what I hear. So. But yeah,
it's like a fucking knuckle in there.
But check out Naruto. Watch the evolution of it. You'll be good.
I'm not watching that shit.
No, I'm telling you, you just got to get it. Maybe even.
All right, let's go through our. Let's go. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up in like 7 minutes.
Okay, we're good.
So let's go through the fucking the endings coming because we didn't talk about any fucking.
No.
We shitted on DC for a while and then we went straight to fucking.
Yeah, I mean we said good things. There's good things about both sides.
My racist tangents on like.
I'm trying to keep you in check.
I don't need to be in check. I love black. I love all people too. It's weird. I just hate contradiction. That's all.
I hate contradiction.
Let's not get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Infinity War.
Yes.
Okay. You're watching. I heard that Captain Marvel. There's not doing. It's not really connecting to.
It's more of a standalone.
More of a standalone.
Tasseract's in it or some shit.
And I heard they fucked up Nick Fury.
Yeah.
They show how the origin of his eye. Yeah, which is horrible.
Basically, what it became was Nick Fury.
I don't want them to ruin Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I love Sam Jackson as Nick Fury. He's like
they say he's very mild.
Perfect.
He's like very mild in this movie.
Either way, I don't want them to ruin that character.
Yeah.
So
they actually rewrote him. Nick Fury used to be a white guy.
Yeah. Back in the day.
I think they did great because they're.
I like this version better.
Me too.
I love Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, actually, what happened was they modeled him after Samuel.
Yeah,
Jackson.
that's what I mean. Yeah,
and then he got the job.
Yeah, he went into a comic book. Was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they were like,
where's my fucking rights?
Yeah, and then you know how that all got squashed? You know how that all got squashed?
He's motherfucking playing stakes on this motherfucking plane.
He squashed that by saying, "Listen, if you do a movie with him in it, I want to play the character." And that's how they squashed that whole likeness, like license rights and all that shit.
All right.
But
good for him, man.
David Hasselhoff played.
Yeah, I know. I seen that
the
TV
original.
movie. I seen the TV movie.
Terrible. I mean, the Hoff. I know nothing against the Hoff. He's like one of my childhood. Like I used to watch him every day with Knight Rider, but that was terrible.
I like David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
I like him in SpongeBob when he's the speed.
That was great.
He's hilarious. I'm David Hasselhoff. That's fucking great. But they yeah, I don't want to watch Captain Marvel just for the. I don't want them to ruin my fucking. My
Your
image
perception of Nick Fury.
My perception and love of Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury.
Yeah.
But the so Infinity War.
Have you seen
it?
It's the walkthrough, brother. You have to do it. You have to.
I don't. I'm like I said. I'll stream it.
Yeah, you're not going.
I'm gonna fucking look up that point where he loses his
eye just to know the backstory.
Just to know. Just to fucking just. Close my eyes and just fucking fast forward it for a little bit.
Well, the character itself, Captain Marvel, is a good character. There's always good battle scenes.
Well, we haven't seen the movie.
Well, no, not the movie, but no, how she did stuff in the comic book was always.
I like
really
Rogue
good.
better than fucking. Captain.
Yo, listen, I don't.
Sugar. That Sugar man gives me a boner every time the animated show came on.
That's my Rogue right there. The Rogue they used in the movies, that's
Sugar,
not my Rogue.
I love that relationship, her and Gambit.
Oh, yeah.
I cry. I was a little kid crying in high school. My pillow.
And can we say something about that?
They can't touch.
Listen, can I say something about that?
My favorite character in the anime was Bishop.
Bishop was great. My favorite character.
Fucking shit. I love that. I used to want to have an M fucking scar.
I'm gonna scar myself for life so I can look like him. Listen, my favorite character out of the animated series was actually Gambit. And when they're talking about doing a Gambit movie,
right?
Dude, I'm all for it.
Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
Tatum.
He better work on the accent. He better get it right because the way they did it in the X-Men Origins
they're not gonna. He's not gonna be.
That shit was terrible.
Marvel doesn't like the.
Like you need to break that out. Like
Marvel doesn't like the higher
name. My name is Remy. You got it.
Mon ami.
Yeah. Listen, mon ami. You know, not gonna like that.
You know, not gonna like that.
Like they got to do it right. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was like
assassin. I'm just picturing Bishop.
But yeah, he was that. The way they did him and the way they did Rogue. That's the Rogue. Like when they did the new movies, I was like. I'm not digging.
Yeah,
Rogue.
Well, they fucked up the character. I don't even want to talk about fucking Fox.
All right, so you're gonna go see Shazam though.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Shazam. It might actually be a good DC movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. And it actually links like they didn't.
I loved Wonder Woman though.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was great.
Third act kind of fell apart, but
listen,
the first two acts were fucking great.
The way I feel they should have did it is before they started the thing with Batman versus Superman. Before they started. The whole Justice League.
They fucked up, man.
They should have did
standalone movie.
Standalone movie. They should have did Wonder Woman first. If they were gonna make it link, they should have did Wonder Woman first.
But they did.
They should have did that off the bat.
They didn't. They don't know. This is my problem. DC should have their own fucking studio, and not
do everything by themselves.
Us just a separate and not have any fucking Fox executives getting into that shit. Have a studio. Bring in some fucking comic book people that know the fucking because they don't know the characters. They don't understand the characters. I mean, they're still living off the fucking Batman that's established in cinematic history. Yeah. That's not Batman.
No.
This is funny. They completely ignored comic book Batman.
Yeah.
And they completely ignore movie cinematic history Superman. Who was Superman? Christopher Reeve. They completely ignore him.
Yeah.
And they kept with the movie version Batman, which is funny as fuck. You know what I mean? That's a funny contradiction.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's not my Batman. Definitely not my Superman. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, that's like
that's
when Superman Returns was a continuation of the original story.
That's Superman
Reeves when we were kids.
That's
and
Superman
I wasn't
Prime. That's Superman Prime. That ain't Superman Earth.
Yeah,
622.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but
he's punching a hole in reality.
Yeah,
my reality.
It's affecting me. This movie is technically affecting me right now. But they should have.
2.5 hours.
Jesus, we're gonna need to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
We'll do this again sometime. But
no, definitely. Yeah. Let's all right. Let's get a brief theories of the. Let's not fucking deter.
Okay.
Let's not get it. Let's
go.
Let's fucking focus.
All right.
We're on a wrestling mat about to wrestle a girl.
Okay.
Let's fucking get that man click in there.
Okay, let's click fucking focus. All right. Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes. So Deadpool.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
All right. So Avengers Endgame. It's coming in about a month. I think May.
End of May, something like that.
April. No, it's April because I remember they're doing the fucking Avengers. They did the Avenger A in that April. Right. And what do you think's going to happen? What's your theory of what's going to happen?
Okay, so the quantum realm.
All right. Where all the mutants are going to come from.
That was my whole thing right there.
In the soul.
Like he snapped them. If you know anything about science, okay, you can't.
Science, bitch.
It works, bitches. Energy cannot be destroyed. Okay, like how you just gonna snap and you physically didn't kill someone or do something to them? You're breaking down their atoms and they're going somewhere.
Because my science, men are women and women are men.
Well, listen. So all the men and women,
quantum realm.
Yeah, all went in there.
All realities. It's a negative and a positive at the same time.
Like that's like I believe they got sent to another like the quantum realm or even another dimension. You know what I mean? Because string theory in science.
I think you think they're in the soul gem.
Some shit like that.
Right, where Gamora is.
There's some they're not dead.
Right.
Okay. Like string theory. If you know anything about string theory, it's the multiverse.
How you tie your shoes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly.
Is that the theory where the bunny goes around the tree?
The loop de loop. No. Okay. So, not that necessarily time travel is possible, but there is multiple universes, and we don't time travel. We just jump from universe to universe.
So you think they're going to grab characters from other dimensions?
It's a possible.
Or other possibilities.
Yeah, something like that. Or they went to the quantum realm. Something like that.
Something like that.
And they bring them back somehow.
Who dies?
Because here's the thing. They made it specifically clear, like a big shocker, like someone came to the rescue, and it was Ant-Man. And you're like,
right?
Is that foreshadowing something? Like, are they pointing at something? And people were talking about the quantum realm and all of that, and how they were sent there or another reality. They're not really dead. People were talking about that before Endgame had any stills, any clips, anything. So
Hank Pym saved his bitch from there. So
yeah. So that's why.
And then beat the fuck out of her. Where you been, woman?
Where's my T11?
If somebody doesn't know the comics of the history of Hank Pym and his wife, that's an inside joke.
But I think along those lines.
Where's my T, bitch?
But yeah,
I got quantum shit I'm doing.
Yeah, that's how I think it's going to go down.
Okay.
But do you think anyone's permanently going to die?
Right. Do me?
Yeah. Do you think?
My theory is everyone dies.
I don't think everyone's
hold on.
Okay.
Let me. Justice League, the animated show.
Yes.
There's this thing. There's an episode where the Justice League disappear and then reappear, and Randall Savage is the leader.
Yes.
He's the conqueror of the world.
Yes.
And Batman's there.
Yeah.
And there is a thing where he opens up a time rift to undo everything. And they tell Batman, you understand that we do this and you disappear. Everything disappears. This no longer is a reality.
Is that the one that was caused, the alternate reality that was caused by Flashpoint?
Causes the reality.
But it was
not a Flashpoint.
Okay.
What happened? Randall Savage changes time.
Yeah.
And the Justice League, the tower disappears.
Okay.
And
I'm trying to remember.
they go back to Earth to find out what happened.
Okay.
And Randall Savage is all over the place. And it turns out the Germans won World War II.
Okay.
All right. And Batman is leading a resistance.
Yeah.
And they tell Batman, well, we have to go back in time and change all this.
Yeah.
And they tell Batman, it's like, listen, we do this. You disappear. all this disappears.
Yeah. That reality
disappears. Gone. And Batman says, I would rather all this disappear.
Yeah.
I would rather not live in a world like this.
Yeah, that's basically how it was in Flashpoint when they realized they needed to change the timeline.
So basically, I would rather have all this destroyed in order for everything else to go back the way it should go. Even though he doesn't know that reality.
Yeah.
So that is my theory. That principle of they go and they reboot everything. And when they reboot everything, everything that they are at that point
totally gets wiped.
Dies. Yeah. They die as characters or whatever resistance.
As we know it.
As we know.
That'd be good to be a good way to start. Listen.
Captain America never gets saved.
Yeah.
Captain America never gets frozen.
Yeah.
He's an old man now living with Peggy in New York. Tony never does, everything changes. Yeah. They change reality.
That would be really
and good. They don't even know they've changed reality.
Yeah, that'd be good because of the merger.
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
It can open up a whole new thing, man.
And then everyone that has come, all the people that have come back from the quantum realm, a quarter of them are mutated.
And then we can officially call them mutants.
Yeah, and then
instead of registration or whatever they were doing.
They go back to World War II. So now you have mutants in society for decades.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
That's my theory.
I'd totally back that.
Also, Tony Stark's a Skrull. And Nebula.
Yeah.
Tony Stark and Nebula is a Skrull.
Do you know Tony Stark isn't even, now they rerouted to it, he's not even a Stark anymore. He's not really.
Tony Stark?
Yeah, he's not even.
Winter is coming.
His dad's not even really his real dad.
I don't want to talk about comics. Comics is fucking completely different. And they're gonna redo it where he's going.
Where, it was all bullshit. Real quick.
Wolverine came out of a fucking, and I don't even want to fucking, this is it. This is the death of Wolverine. He's never coming back. Fucking 2 years later, he's getting out of the fucking jail.
Yeah.
I don't even want comics are just like, when they made Captain America Hydra, everybody was freaking out. I was like, dude, is this your first time here?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this your first time here in comics?
That's just how it is. I mean, real quick, you said, did you watch Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's good and bad. There's good and bad. One time. There's good and bad with that.
Honka. All right, Jim Carrey, calm down.
But the Joker.
They killed Common.
Listen,
terrible.
Listen, the Joker from that. What is your take on that? The Jared Leto Joker.
That shit's another universe. I don't even fucking. I don't.
Can I tell you something? I really think it's an alternate timeline.
Alternate timeline. Whatever you want to call it.
All right. When Jason Todd.
I'm waiting for Shazam.
When Jason Todd turned into Joker.
I'm waiting to move on. That's an abusive. Yeah. That's an abusive relationship. I don't even want to.
But when Jason Todd turned into the Joker.
But he loves me.
He got his teeth knocked out. Right.
He loves me.
It's okay. Bro. It's gonna be all right. I'm here.
Batman does kill. Superman doesn't smile.
My life is a lie.
And he hates being Superman.
But I think it's alternate to where when Jason Todd became Joker. Because he has the caps and they're half crowned. And he has the J.
Why are we even wasting our time? They're never fucking.
I'm just saying I think that's Jason Todd. I don't think it's actual
they're never gonna go. They're never gonna
go anywhere.
That time they're never gonna. They're trying to fucking get away from that.
I don't.
James Gunn's coming in and he's gonna just.
I don't think he did bad as Joker.
He's making Guardians of the Suicide Squad.
But I don't think he did bad as a Joker. I just think people need to look at it like a whole different story.
All right.
Real quick, what's your take on Gotham?
I haven't watched it,
bro. I'm gonna tell you now. If you go to watch that, you got to look at it totally different.
It's dragging. The first couple episodes, first couple seasons.
You got to look at it. You got to look at it totally different.
Like the Naruto.
Listen,
you just got to get through those 800 episodes, and you'll appreciate it.
I think that
when you're like 55 and you're finished with it,
picks up. Yeah,
you'll appreciate this.
But no, I think that at first it was like, oh, this is James Gordon. This is just a story about James Gordon. Let's see how everything went down. But then it was like,
I love the guy playing.
Listen,
what's his name?
Pennyworth?
No, the guy Jim Gordon's partner.
Oh, Bullock. Guy's playing Bullock.
I love that actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He's always good in everything I see.
Yeah. The guy who's playing Pennyworth is actually what's his name? The Third Doctor. That's his son. They look alike.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, from Doctor Who. The third
David Tennant?
No, the third, the original, the third. Oh,
the original. I don't even count this guy.
Yeah, shut up. Tom Baker. Tom Baker.
David Tennant is the best Doctor.
Listen, Tom Baker is my favorite.
That shit fell off after Capaldi. I tried to watch a couple Capaldi.
Capaldi was good.
Well, to be honest, towards the end of Matt Smith, I was just like, Jesus Christ, man! You guys get some new writers in here. It's draining.
Yeah, no. I watch a lot of foreign stuff as it is. I just like the writing.
Japanese porn.
I just think a lot of foreign stuff.
A lot of foreign Doctor Who pixelated.
No, but I'm just saying the writing.
The wand is just pixelated.
The writing is very. It's more in depth,
wand,
more technical.
Right.
In America, it's more like it's very shoot 'em up stuff.
That's a British show made in Britain.
Yeah,
David Tennant is the best Doctor. I don't care what anybody says.
David Tennant's one of my favorite Doctors. Tom Baker and David Tennant by far my favorite.
In the modern, I'm saying the modern.
Modern, yeah.
Don't go back to fucking.
I mean, it all links, but it's more of it was supposed to be considered a reboot when
going back all the way back to the guy from Phantasm.
What's his name? How do you say his name? Ecclesian.
The fucking evil guy in Poltergeist 2.
He does look like the guy from Phantasm. That's
Phantasm,
funny.
the first Doctor.
Yeah. But I just Tom Baker.
We got off of fucking Marvel quick. Man.
Yeah, we did. We switched gears, but anyway, the whole Marvel thing. I'm gonna go see Endgame and hope. I like your adaptation of what should happen.
I liked it too, man. It's very solid.
Open up a lot of doors.
And Spider-Man 2 comes out after that. I don't know where they haven't announced any fucking movie.
They're saying it's a prequel. It's a prequel to what happened.
Oh, it's a prequel.
Yeah, it's an Infinity War.
We didn't even get into Star Wars.
No,
I don't want to get into.
Listen,
are you even interested in fucking Episode 9?
I don't know.
I have no energy for that franchise.
After the last one, I watched it and I was like, okay, it's Star Wars. I like it.
Is it Star Wars?
That's the point.
Is it Star Wars?
That's what I mean. It contradicts a lot of stuff. Luke didn't even read all the fucking manuscripts. Like, what the fuck, dude? So
that was a train wreck. That ruined that movie so bad it ruined the previous movie.
Right, what's the best one?
I love The Force Awakens.
What's the best one?
In the modern?
No, old school. What's the best
old school? It's Empire.
Correct. Empire.
It goes Empire, New Hope, and 3/4 of
only 3/4.
Only three. That fucking Endor shit. The Ewok shit. They can fucking.
Yeah, Empire is always my favorite.
Return of the Jedi. All the Luke and Vader shit is awesome.
Yeah. No, that is good.
And everything with Luke. As soon as they get to Endor, that movie just falls apart. The Ewoks are horrible. No, I was an Ewok fan when I was a kid.
I know. You never watched Battle for Endor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to because that was the only fucking Star. It was back in the day when you got Star Wars like little.
You wanted other Star Wars stuff, but there's no more Star Wars stuff.
You know.
That's how you got your Lucas fix.
It's like a heroin addict with a shitty bag.
Yeah.
You know it's shitty, but it's still heroin.
Yeah. I actually had that was my shit when I was little. I had all the figurines.
We're about to talk. This is my longest one.
All right. Well,
I've peed myself like twice already. You just don't even know it.
I used the water bottle you put on the table. But all right, man.
All right, let's just wrap it up. You want to end on anything or?
No, it was already pretty.
You want to promote anything?
Nothing,
like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something?
I love the Teenage Mutant. Listen, that's getting a lot of flack. I think the remakes are good. Are they as good as the original? Even though the original was low quality.
They made them monsters.
Yeah, they made them a little too big, I think. But I love the Ninja Turtles.
Shredder is not imposing in those movies.
Yeah, and the continuity issues with that movie from
Shredder's supposed to be a badass, imposing guy that you fear, and you put him next to the turtles, and you're just they're afraid of this guy.
Yeah, they kind of
had to steroid him up.
Yeah, well, they put him in the mech suit, like a mech suit.
That's what I mean. I was just like, what the fuck is going on with this movie?
Which did you read you read when Batman went away and Gordon took over the mantle of Batman? It's terrible. I'm sorry. He's in the only person that has ever been a Batman mech suit.
The only person that's ever been an interesting
Damien Dark.
No, Ezekiel.
Listen.
Not Ezekiel. Azrael.
Azrael. Yeah. Yeah. They put James Gordon in a mech suit, and they're like, "Oh, this is Batman." No, dude, he never looked like that. Ain't fucking Batman. But anyway, I think the Turtle movies, new ones are.
They're doing a Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Yeah,
cartoon.
Well, it happened in the books.
Yeah.
Batman also went against the Terminator.
They were under the same.
Not the Terminator.
I didn't know they were under the same license. Though.
Yeah, when they first started out,
I thought Turtles was independent.
Yeah, I forget what they were done. They weren't done by Dark Horse or anything like that.
That's what I mean. I if it was Dark Horse, because DC owns Dark Horse.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that. But yeah,
we were on like got a lot of good talk with fucking politics.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get away from it when different people come in.
Stop! Don't even mention it anymore.
You ruined this podcast.
No, listen.
It's all your fault.
You got to mix your stuff. You want to talk about? Let's talk about science. Let's talk about Neil deGrasse Tyson, Mishikaka. Come on, let's do this. Actually, I'm reading a book.
No,
series
we seriously got to wrap because I got this.
Yeah,
it's gonna take me fucking three fucking summers. I'm gonna I'll finish Naruto before I fucking end this editing.
The Amory Wars, Coheed and Cambria, the Amory Wars. That's a graphic novel I'm reading, which is good.
Where we switch topics.
It's a comic book.
We just went to the fucking Ninja Turtle. The last anime that I loved was Gate.
Gate.
Yeah, Gate. It's like there's a portal that opens up between a world of fantasy and reality, and the military goes through it, and they start setting up a base. And the people in the fantasy world have no idea what the fuck's going on. They were like, "What the fuck is it?" So they start
basically it's a Kingdom's Heart.
Yeah, like so they send these legions of knights to fight these, but they have no idea what the fuck they're up against. So like artillery is just blasting them, and gunfire is just blasting. They were just like, "What is this magic?"
Yeah.
So the magic is coming from reality. So it's a world of
totally full on Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, so it's a reverse.
Yeah.
So it's a reverse instead of a real world, and people are coming with magic, and you're just like, "What is this magic?" Guys, fucking
fantasy world getting attacked.
The fantasy world is getting attacked by reality, and they're just like, "What is this magic?"
Yeah.
Their staffs are shooting.
Doesn't the fantasy world have magic? Though?
Yeah, but it's not as prevalent. It's like there are wizards, but it's sparse. Okay. Where in reality, everybody has a fucking AK-47.
Yeah, I got it.
So if there's 1,000 motherfuckers with AK-47,
and you got 4 mages, and you've
got like 4 mages are just like making apples out of thin air, and they're in robes.
Yeah,
and the guy's got a fucking bullet.
Yeah, I gotta check.
That's gonna go.
What is it on? A Crunchyroll?
I think it's on Netflix or something.
I gotta check it out.
But the guys are fucking shooting bullets that's going right through knight armor.
Yeah.
Even magic knight.
Like,
magic. What's your magic?
What is this devil?
What's your magic knight armor gonna do with a hollow point?
Yeah. A 76 upgrade is not working.
They don't like dragons. Flying dragons are sparse. There are dragons, but they're sparse.
Yeah.
And you got like 20 fucking Apache helicopters fucking roam in the sky with fucking 50 calibers.
Yeah, I gotta check that out, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was meaning we gotta do this again because I wanted to.
It's more of a quantity versus quality.
Yeah.
So there is this huge amount of quantity of like sub shit, but it's compared to what they think it's magic.
Yeah.
And you have they have magic, but it's only like 1 out of 1,000 people know how to fucking do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd make because they'd be fucked if everyone did. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
It's pretty good how they balanced it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is fucking great. Yeah. It's only like 1 season.
I need you to do something. I need you to try VR. Have you played anything VR?
No, I've been fucking looking at it though.
Bro.
Come back on. We'll talk about it. Yeah. We're fucking pushing.
I'd love to bring it in and have
my back teeth are floating. I gotta pee so bad.
But yeah, I've been doing VR for like the last 2 years. It's amazing.
Yeah,
you gotta try
the VR porn is the most.
Automatically, I'm talking about games.
I go on porn sites and I'm like, what is this weird fucking view? It's all like telescoped.
VR,
why is this porn telescoped? It's like weird.
How does this work?
VR? What the fuck is it? Venereal? What the hell? What is it? I thought it was like a specific kind of porn.
That's disgusting.
You know how you like the people shitting on people?
Oh my god.
Like, what is it? Is this for people with like weird vision?
Yeah.
Like the blind or something?
That's for people like wireless Oculus and stuff.
Colorblind porn.
You know what?
Porn for the colorblind?
They probably have that. They have it for everything.
I was like, this SJW world is getting crazy. It's fucking up my porn now.
But yeah, you got to try it, dude. When I tell you you're there, man. It blows my mind. But all right, brother.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next time.